All right, I muted everybody, so everybody unmute themselves.
We lost Barry.
No, he's here. Oh wait,
there he is.
There he
yeah,
is.
there he is.
Ooh. Clown hater.
All right, guys, welcome back.
Hey, man. Clown
hater. I don't know what episode this one is. It's what 5, 6, or something like that, give or take.
7.
Who cares? Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just us guys talking snakes. Just us 5. Probably not going to have any guests on for the next couple shows. We kind of agreed on doing that. But we're all guests here.
So. It's 6 now, buddy. It's 6 now.
Or 6, yeah. My bad. Yeah. Sorry.
Math is hard.
Technically, guest, 6.
No sponsors, no gimmicks.
Uh-oh. Careful what you say.
And making drinks.
Jeremy, what you drinking?
Anyway, Bullet bourbon.
Bullet
I'm
bourbon.
not really a bourbon
Miguel
drinker,
wagon.
but I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and do it. Fuck it.
I got water.
So this and Coke.
We are doing. It took me a while to find this. I'm going to open it here with you guys.
Hey, can you get the,
But this
I
is-
was almost going to call you and ask you what was a good bourbon to get. And
Yeah,
I was
this
gonna
one is
run
a
down to the
cigar
store and
blend.
Get it.
hey, Jeremy,
Oh shit! I don't want a cigar. Hey,
can you find that picture?
Steve, you're freezing. I couldn't.
Do you hear me, Jeremy?
I hear you now. You froze.
froze.
I don't know. Maybe everybody.
What picture were you asking about?
The one to change colors. The 2 snakes. Remember that? I sent the other day. I want to. If we can push that up,
Lost
put that up.
pigment?
I want to talk about that for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good topic because I've seen it here and there over the years.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah,
quite
you
a bit
don't
of
remember-
it.
Text it to me, Steve, and give me a few minutes. I'm
See you,
gonna open
Jeremy.
this up, make me a drink, and all right, you guys. Start
You don't
talking about
remember the
something.
one that I had do it?
Did
Which
it
one
change
you
like
have?
to an Exantic?
Yeah, it was a pastel acid het clown.
Over one shed?
No, she about 300 grams. She went through a shed. She got like darker, like a weirder color, and then she went through a second shed and she got almost Exanthic look, and then she went through a third shed and she got like completely like Exanthic looking. I
So
actually
that
just
one
sold
took
her
a few.
like 2 shows ago, maybe, or something like that. But yeah, she was black and gray as the most dark Exanthic you've ever seen, and she was a pastel acid het clown, and she stayed
Yeah.
like that.
It didn't come back after the next few sheds?
Before I left
No.
No,
Alaska,
she stayed like that for
I
like
had 2.
until I got rid of her, and that was like she was probably that way for 4 or 5 years at least before I sold her.
Okay. All
I
right.
had one like that. It was red in the picture, but when I got to my house from FedEx, it was just brown.
I don't know where. I
weird,
mean, I've
though.
got pictures of her on my Instagram, even when she started to do the color change. But
Yeah.
Mine was over one shed.
Yep.
I
I've
left
seen that
before I
before,
left for
too.
Alaska. She was like,
It's-
they're both like Orange Dream, Yellow Belly. I came back. One is Exantic now.
so it wasn't pastel then.
Lost all its color. I sent the picture to Jeremy. See,
I'm working on it. Hang on.
Yeah, and that's what I was telling Steve. I seen it a lot with pastel because he was
It
wondering if
usually
it was
happens with
connected.
pastel.
He was wondering if it's connected to DG, and I was like, I've seen it a lot with pastel, but his animals aren't pastel.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
these both
unfortunately,
looked exactly the same before I left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
before you left from what on to Alaska.
Alaska. That one shed.
So that happened in one shed.
Yeah, one shed cycle.
Yes.
It lost all its pigment.
They were.
Holy
They were.
shit.
It was as orange as the one next to it.
Is there a tinge
And that's
of
not even
color
a great
on it?
picture of them.
Is there a tinge of color on it?
Yeah.
Now, what are their listed genes? You said pastel what?
No pastel in it. They're Orange Dream, Yellow Belly, Double Head, DG Zebras, which is kind of weird.
So we have a comment on there. I had a spider about 16 years ago going to shed, and it looked like ink liquid right before she shed, and bam, black and white spider.
Wow.
So like the stormtrooper.
It happens.
friend's
It does not
Yeah.
seem to be
Jason had
genetic,
the
though.
same thing.
I remember it used to be a lot more
Diesel.
colorful. stuff too. But
And I believe it was some kind of bumblebee. It's black and white.
It's usually
Steve,
pastel.
I wonder if it'll lose more pigment next shed.
It might.
Well, I mean, how big are they, Steve?
It might.
Right? Like it's shed several times, right? And didn't happen.
350, 400 grams. They're not huge.
Yeah. Yeah, when it happens, it's
I
a
wonder if
random
the other
occurrence.
are they siblings?
They're having one though. Yeah, they're
You might
both
have said
siblings.
it, Steve. Oh, they are. I wonder if, like, when the other one sheds, if
They
it's
are.
going to do the same thing.
I don't think so. I think it's completely
know.
random. I kept the brother of the one that did it to me, and it stayed normal.
Yeah,
So-
Adam Chesla had a lot of pastel hypopods do that all the time, but it would take a few sheds.
Oh, the
but they would
hypopod.
look,
Like the ones
Yeah.
that Bob made.
yeah,
It
the
took
ones where
some
Bob
people
was calling them blue
What were they called
steels or
again?
whatever.
Blue Steel. That's it.
Yeah, and it was just.
But they were
losing pigment.
gradual though. I thought, right? Weren't they gradual?
They were more gradual, and the weird part was it was sort of hereditary because it kept popping up in the same. You breed those animals and raise some of the babies, and some would do it, but it's
So I
like kind of
thought
like
blue-
shatter maybe.
I saw all that blue steel stuff. I thought that originally came from the Bells because I remember Jeremy Smith posted a lot of that stuff. Or is that something different?
No,
He
he's got
has some
something else
stuff.
going on with
I
this
saw-
Desert Ghost.
Okay, so
Yeah,
different.
I asked him
different.
about that at the
Or different-
Daytona. He had some
His
on the
turned
table.
gray.
Yeah.
This looked like a
I
really
have
dull
Desert
example.
Ghost.
hmm
I have a Cypress Desert Ghost that turned really gray. Like, it was like super bright and everything. And then as it aged and got older, and then I have the sisters of that, and they didn't turn gray. So, and that stuff, the Desert Ghost line part came from the Bells. So, I wonder if that's like some sort of recessive trait or something.
I was gonna say, has anyone
Does
ever
it over time.
has anyone bred it, and like has anyone been able to reproduce it in breeding?
I don't think it is.
Yeah, not
It
that
just
I-
happens randomly, and
I think
it's not.
Jeremy was going to try.
Yeah,
I think it's just a
like
fluke.
how does the boa IMG gene work? Like
It
a
comes out
recessive-
looking normal, and then it starts to
Yeah,
turn
and it-
black.
and it has a
kind
huge,
of like this, but
huge
it's
gradient.
genetic.
Can you predict which babies are going to be like that, or do you have to wait?
No.
All the IMGs turn dark. If it's
Like,
just
Yeah,
if you
but some of them
breed it-
just look like bananas, where they get some freckles, and
I
then
don't
some of them
know.
turn
So-
really black.
You have IMG, right, Jeremy? So do they come
Yeah,
out
yep.
looking at all different, or does it look just like a
they
normal
come
boa?
out light, and then as they age, they get darker and darker. Matter of fact, Mark.
Right, so
I think
if
it was
you bred
Mark Meeks. Go ahead.
If you bred a het IMG to a IMG though boa, like would you be able to pick out the hets from the visuals?
Well, no, IMG
And
is
they have-
it's not a
It's
it's
not-
not a
yeah, it's not
recessive.
recessive.
It's an
It's not recessive.
it's a
Oh, so
If-
then the same thing. If you bred a IMG to a normal boa, would you be able to pick out the IMGs and the ones that aren't?
oh yeah. Yeah, you could tell by the head stamp and some of the pattern and stuff like that.
Florida will get you.
Charlie.
It happens
Yeah, he
sometimes,
got he got toasted. He put the toaster on high and forgot about it.
Yeah, I think a lot of people leave Daytona red.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so all right. So Miguel, you said you had somebody say something about us commenting on stuff. So Charlie, where to go? I was white before I went to Florida recently. Then in 2 hours I turned red.
Yeah.
No,
So you building the base,
IMGs,
Charlie.
you
You
could
should
tell.
build that base.
Yeah, you could tell what IMGs look like when they're small. I mean, it's
Yeah,
not.
you
You
They
can tell
don't
that it
look
has
like a
IMG, but
normal.
you can't tell how strong usually. Because as
I
far
just
as
sent you a
eyes
picture of that girl.
Yeah, I was just
one that-
wondering if it was like a
Exactly.
similar thing to IMG as
I don't think so.
like pigment
Or
loss
what's that
instead
other
of
gene?
melanin gain.
What's that other gene that it's a ball python where it looks like a banana and it changes as it ages? Or it might be the
Mimic.
opposite.
The mimic.
The mimic,
Yeah.
yeah. I would imagine it would be more like the mimic than anything.
That's Carlos.
Yeah, but I
So-
think that predictably changes.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I
The
don't
mimic's
know.
supposed to be like a.
Did that come
genetic
out of
trait from
Rainbow?
the past.
I think
It
so.
came out
I
of
thought
some
it was
a Rainbow
GHI
project.
breedings back in the day. Brad was it Brad's animal?
I don't know. Carlos is the one who has it.
It
haven't
came
even
out of
seen
some
I
stuff
think it
from
was
Matt,
something to do
I
with
thought, but
Brock
I don't
and
know.
Brad and them.
I'm not. I've heard that, but I'm not 100% sure because I made stuff with that collection, but my stuff
you
ended
got-
up being actually rainbow.
Actual rainbow, yeah. They called
Red
it
genetic.
rainbow GHI, so obviously
yeah.
GHI was involved, but I don't
Mhm.
know. I don't remember the pairing it came from.
Yeah, that I
Now,
don't
can
know.
you guys hear that cricket in here?
Those are from the collection you got,
struggling-
Justin, that made the rainbow?
Yes, yeah. All
Okay.
the gravel stuff.
Gotcha.
Oh, really? The gravel stuff came with
Somehow it was
rainbow in it?
entwined in
That's
that.
cool.
But one of them was a het, and it just passed it on.
Yeah,
Rainbow's
exactly.
kind of a cool gene
Everything
still.
I've ever made gravel from however long is all technically past that rainbow.
Like I have a hurricane that's het rainbow, and I'm like, I don't mind if it's also het hypo puzzle. So I'm like, I don't mind if rainbow pops up later.
Well,
I
now
still
that
think it's
Charlie
cool.
actually came out with that shed, I have been saving a lot of sheds for that stuff. So,
Oh, they have a test for rainbow now.
yes. They do.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it just came out with it.
Rainbow's not allelic with any other gene, is it?
Not
I
that
thought
I
it
know.
did.
It's just
thought
like
it
a
did.
lavender.
Yeah, but a lot. Honestly, I think it ages way better because it keeps like the purples, whereas like
I
lavender
agree.
turns
Yeah, I
like
agree.
Yeah.
that lavender ends up turning white, whereas the rainbow actually stays purple.
Some of them stay lavender. The combos are okay.
Yeah, but when I'm saying lavender, I mean like purple, like not like,
like
a
the-
hint of lavender.
Jeremy.
Like a
Yeah,
candy.
but it depends.
Puzzle
It
I
depends
have.
on the lavender. I had some purple lavender
Cheers,
adults.
buddy.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I had some that were white, like
Yeah.
so you could barely tell they were even lavenders.
Yeah, the
Most of my
lavender
lavenders
puzzle
are in
I
the
have
Pride
doesn't
project.
isn't purple.
But how many do you have?
I just have one.
Because I'm like, I wonder if puzzle influences the color of it at all.
Wondering if the puzzle was taking the purple out, but I heard from some people that sometimes they're just not very purple lavenders. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but puzzle does lighten stuff up. So
Well, it may be missing whatever gene is in the black that makes it purple, like the tyrosinase, or I don't know.
Because for all the lavender stuff I had, none of it was ever purple for very long.
But I mean, the ultra
Right.
puzzle looks like what an ultra mel would look like and stuff. So
There's different
it's
lines
kind of
of-
weird.
there's different lines of ultramel
Lavender.
but of lavender as well. So
Okay.
like the Excalibur line is one of the better ones.
I remember that back in the
Almost
day.
is.
I didn't know there was more
Yeah.
than one line of lavender.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
That's
Yeah,
new
I've
to
never-
me.
I think they're all compatible, but
But
there's
just a line bred trait in some. of them.
They would test different. Is that what you're trying to say?
no, I don't know. I
Or
don't know
maybe
how to
just
line them.
selectively bred.
Yeah, I was gonna
better.
say selective
They just
breeding.
came from different people's like stuff. So the Excalibur was the one that was the better quality, at least back
Yeah.
in the day.
I honestly don't remember who and where lavender came from, like who made it or found the first one. I really don't remember any of that.
I
I
don't
know
know.
whatchamacallit.
Ralph Davis was
Ralph
working
Davis
it
worked a
way
lot with
early.
lavender, but I don't know if he found it or not.
No, he coined the dreamsicle, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know where it
You got
came
that
from.
picture, Jeremy? I want everybody's opinion on this
Yeah.
one.
Oh, that. Okay, hang on.
I thought it was pretty cool.
It is. I'm
I wanna see how it
actually got a
ages.
Trio. All right. Talk about something else till I get this up.
No, we're all just gonna stare at you while you try to figure it out.
No, it's a process. Unless there's a quicker way to do it, I gotta like put it to my photos and
How did
Go on
Leviathan
here.
do it?
I don't know.
Steven Steven was like,
He's a
"Oh, hey,
biscuit."
open the chat." Yeah,
yeah.
he knows what
The
he's
dude
I
Doogie
doing.
talked to
Howser
him
of
about the
fucking
camera that he
videos.
used. I called him yesterday and was asking him about the camera that he used. God, he said what kind it was. It was like one of those digital cameras and shit that.
Was it pricey?
They could be some of them. I'm sure the ones he has.
The
probably
cameras tend to
are.
be cheap. The lenses tend to be expensive.
Ah,
I was
I think the
I
lenses
was
are
wanting
just
to
same
know if
price
I
as
can
the
hook
camera.
up a.
Some of them.
All right, here we go. It's uploading now. I was wanting to know if I can hook up my cell phone for a secondary camera, just because I
I've
want to
seen
start
people do
doing
that.
more. I don't know how to do it. I asked him. He
There's some
wasn't
software
sure.
you have to
So
download,
there-
but you can do
Oh
it.
yeah, there it is. Yeah, that thing's
I love
nice.
that thing is pretty beautiful.
It looks
It's
nice.
really
Pretty
good.
awesome.
That should have been
That's
the
just
first
the
combo
Ultramel
made
Monsoon.
with Monsoon. That should have been the first double recessive. I know every clown guy would have went clown, but that
Yeah,
that
no,
should have been the first
I will
one.
say it first, and I will say it before Barry says it that I think this thing blows the Monsoon Clown out of the water.
That's,
Like it's
that's
not
a
even
nice
comparable.
animal.
It's not even on the same level.
What is it, Justin?
I'm saying this thing blows Monsoon Clown out of the water.
Oh, beyond.
Well,
Like, it's
put
not even
the
on the
clown
same-
into this. Then what?
The problem is with clown is you only see it in the head. It looks like a regular
Yeah.
monsoon.
Well, you can't really do anything after that, though, for the most part.
Well,
But-
when you
Yeah.
look at when you guys look at a monsoon, you see how many people put every codom known to man and all this crap into it. It's like when you look at its pattern, wouldn't you go, "I need a color changer before I
That's what I always thought.
put in
That's
the
why I went
pattern
Xanthic.
changers?"
Yes, for sure.
You would think hypo would have been first. This
I think
albino,
Hypo,
any of
Xanthic.
that.
Yeah, I'm
like,
doing a
Xanthic's
Xanthic.
really nice. The DG one is okay, I think.
Who made
changes it.
this, by the way?
I think it was what,
Let me see
CF
if I
Snakes.
can-
or something?
Who made it? So
Yeah.
sometimes when a boy snake likes a girl snake,
CF
Shut up.
snakes.
It
CF
doesn't
Snakes.
have it on the screenshot you showed me, Steve.
Is that the only one that's been made?
That's the only one
Ours
I've
I
is-
seen.
thought somebody else made one.
Actually, no. There was one made before, I think, but had.
I thought
like,
somebody
a
made
or
one
something.
too, and I don't remember
It's a
it looking as
pie.
good as this.
Well, someone made a pied one.
I
But
saw
theirs
the
was a
I
pie.
saw the pied.
Yes.
I saw the pied, but I thought there was another one made.
There is. I think it was.
It's the
I think it
same
had
one,
like a
In
Belfont
UK?
in it.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't remember
I
it
want to say it
looking
was
as
in
good
UK.
though.
It either had like special or yellow
I think everybody,
special or Mojave in it. Something like that.
mostly,
So it had
most
a
of the stuff
different-
you see
yeah.
has special Mojave or stuff like that. A lot of the Bell Complex stuff inside it. I guess
like
that was what the
deep
original
colors
was
on
made.
this one, and the contrast looks better than the one I remember seeing. But
Well, I got
I wanna
6
see that
eggs
thing at, like,
for
600-800 grams.
the monsoon hypo double heads. So
See, I think that's a cool direction too.
with
I've
with
always
6
thought-
different genes, so hopefully I get something good. And the female
be-
has pinstripe, but can that really do anything bad to a
I
monsoon?
don't think that'll hurt.
well, I
it.
was like, can you even tell if it's there? Like, how are you going to identify?
It's a
if it's
super
Exactly.
monsoon, you know.
You're going to have a possible pinstripe, possible.
Oh, when I finally make a hypo, it's gonna be a super pinstripe, something monsoon.
Has the hypo been made?
I have seen one
Has anybody made the
picture that
hypo
was
monsoon?
I saw a hush hush chocolate hypo monsoon from somebody, and it didn't really stand out. But chocolate's not really the best way to bring that out, I don't think.
Yeah, I remember someone years ago saying they made one, but I don't think it ever ended up being one because they said they're going to test it and they never heard back from it ever.
Yeah,
I think
I
chocolate
don't
would make it
know.
muddy.
At this point,
like
I
Stranger.
guarantee a yellow belly hypo monsoon would be amazing.
Yeah, OD yellow belly, stuff like that.
Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, which is why I bred the one I did have. Add calico, black pastel, yellow belly.
Mhm.
What does Enchi do to monsoon? Anything?
I think it changes it a little bit, but I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I think it reduced the pattern slightly,
Yeah,
but monsoon's so strong.
I have it in it. I don't. I
Yeah.
didn't make one yet, but I got some Inchi double head Desert Ghost monsoons that I'm pairing now.
I just basically picked the animal with the most genes that was hypo. I'm like, show her the color. What am I really changing? So put it all in there. Who cares?
Yeah.
I don't think you're gonna know unless somebody tries to do it.
yeah.
We don't. I mean,
Yeah, you're right.
what have they done with it? Leopard, Mojave, special,
OD,
DG,
yellow
monsoon.
belly,
I mean,
Xanthic.
Tornado.
Xanthic.
Oh, they've done like
They made a
Stranger
freeway
and
one.
stuff like that, but
They also
Is
did
it
I
freeway
saw the
one?
freeway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mutation Creation made the free one. It's,
Yeah.
it's interesting. It's like
It's a freeway
I kind of
monsoon?
like it.
Oh, was that Dale's animal?
Dale, you sent that. I just noticed it. Was that
Yeah.
the color changing one?
That's
Did we read past that?
That's a pastel Aztec clown. That's the one that
Huh.
changed.
Definitely
Right.
changed some color.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. All right.
funny story. I was talking to Mary from Rec Room this morning,
Yeah.
and she was talking about she has an acid she got from Josh at J Royals, had
Yeah.
it shed tested, and it came back negative for acid, and it's an obvious acid.
I don't think
yeah,
I don't think they have the test right.
I don't think they have the test right either, which is why. Yeah, she told me that a while back.
I saw that in
Yeah.
a paint forum, and I was like, it's 100% an acid animal. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't care what, because it's het paint, I think. And I'm like, that's 100% acid. I don't care what somebody's test
They
says.
told her it could have been confusion
Yeah. No, it was static.
because I guess
You know,
they're testing
Yeah.
they're testing differently.
that means
Confusion
the
and acid?
test. that means the test is wrong. There's no fucking way that those are tested different.
I don't think so.
There's
either.
no super form unless it's kind of like
No,
a
but-
super panda or
but-
super leopard.
But they also have mannerisms. You know, that anyone who's had an acid or a confusion,
Yeah.
you know, they're not the most thriving feeders. They don't grow
Nope.
super fast. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Some of them
there's no
do.
way that they're different.
Most
But
of them don't.
some of them do, but most of them don't.
I had a
Key
confusion,
words.
and it took 2 years for
What?
a male for it to get up to size.
Oh wow.
I have a
Yes.
2021 acid fire female that may actually finally go this year.
Yeah, every
I've
acid.
I've never had
Every
a problem
acid
with a male.
females took 4 years to get close enough.
Yeah.
And they're not big. They're like borderline, but the age is like good enough.
All my males have always done great, and then quite a few of the females have done good. I have that black acid clown girl I got from Jason. That thing's like 3,000 something grams. Like,
Well,
nice.
Jason he stopped breeding the one that was making ones that didn't do so well. He was like, this is getting annoying. So he just stopped
Good
breeding
for
that
him.
one.
Good for him.
And he started breeding one that was better feeding and stuff. And he goes, I'm not getting these weird issues anymore, you know? And
I was going to
it's
say
like,
it's probably line bred. There could be genes that they're passing on to their
yeah, I mean, I've even noticed some have a little bit of an
Should
upturned
be able to-
nose. Like if you look at their face, they just kind of have a look to them, like a beadier eyes with a little.
There's a bunch of like genetic traits that most people don't track. I have a snake that every time I breed him, he makes really wide jaws. His jaw is really wide, and his babies come out with these like fat cheeks.
Acid has a weird one. Like the bottom
Yeah.
jaw doesn't grow with the snake.
I've seen that
they're
in,
more
in
normal.
quite a
Shark mouth?
few. Yeah,
And they develop a shark mouth later in life.
yeah, it's
And I
not
think
born
because that
way.
bottom jaw doesn't grow with the rest.
That's
Because
wild.
I know Jason had problems with a couple that he sold. The
That's
clown
why he
ones.
stopped breeding that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard a long time ago
yeah, I
on a
think it was
podcast
linked
that,
more
that
so to a
shark
certain
mouth is
animal,
actually
though.
recessive.
yeah, but like albinos and shit that were born, they're born with shark jaw. You know what I mean? It didn't show up at 300-400 grams. That's the weird part.
Yeah, we
one
have
more.
we have a question. We have a topic
Yeah,
that
acid.
somebody wants us to discuss.
Ultra male.
I'll read it
Sure.
while he's looking. Enlighten me on where you see zebra going. So, what is the future of the zebra project? Let's start with Steve.
that ain't for me.
I got zebra.
I keep freezing.
Steve answer is Japan. That's where it's
Oh no. Well, I see it going very well with Hypo and Desert Ghost and Xanthic.
Yeah.
It's a kind of a color changer on top of a pattern changer. I struggle to find out what I want to do with it, but I do see so much potential. I mean, I have 2 Hypo Zebra adult females or baby females I'm raising up, and I have an adult breeder Hypo Zebra male, but I really love how it works with Hypo, and I bred it to Hypo Puzzle, so I'm going to see what Puzzle Zebra does. I mean, I think we just got to find the right stuff, but those, you know,
I think the one thing I want to keep is the dorsal. What I find so cool about it is what it does to the dorsal that's different than any other.
Yeah, it's the pattern, but
Would you-
they have a color change too. It's really interesting color.
And Brighton stuff.
Yeah,
What are we
Did
talking
any
about?
of you guys watch?
we're talking
did
about
any of you guys
zebra, man.
watch-
Oh,
You need
Did,
to
did
talk.
any of you guys watch MJ's podcast yesterday with Canova on there? I thought
I-
he was saying some. I thought he said
I listened
something
to it
about.
today while I was cleaning.
Oh, you did? Did he say something about putting zebra to Monsoon?
God damn it.
Not that I recall, but
For some reason, I thought he said something like that, or maybe
I didn't see it.
Yeah, I didn't see
maybe
it.
maybe MJ said something. I don't know.
I
thought
didn't
heard it in
either,
that
but I don't
conversation.
see that. I really don't see that working out. But
Boy, there was a
No,
fight.
I
Yeah,
don't- I
yeah,
don't
they're
see
fighting.
it.
I don't know if you'll be able to tell.
I don't
no,
think so.
I mean,
I mean, you don't know if you don't try.
It'll be
but
tough.
No, for sure.
by appearance, you would think that they wouldn't work well together.
I'm actually thinking it's going to work well with Puzzle because my double hets have a unique look to them already. And I'm curious when I'm raising up a Hypo Leopard, Yellow Belly, inchy double het zebra puzzle male, and I'm going to breed it to a hypo puzzle. And I'm curious to see if there's going to be a different looking, like regular hypo puzzle, and then like one that's kind of obvious.
I think you'll be able to see it. I don't know
think
what
so.
it looks like.
Yeah.
I think you'll see it.
You know, which is cool on its own that it could help out in het form a little bit, you know, but it's,
Yeah.
No, I definitely can see that working.
but I think zebra and puzzle will work out. Obviously, the colors, ultra zebra is probably awesome too. Steve, you anywhere near that?
I got 2 girls that are one ovulated and did pre-lay shed on the 1st, and the other one is ovulating now. So I got 2 shots.
Sounds good.
So I'm going to add some other stuff to zebra this year. I had an actual a lavender VPI that I wasn't breeding this year, and I put the OD yellow belly pastel zebra on her just to make triple heads. But it might be cool. I mean, it's a snow version.
I'm curious what like black pastel or hurricane would do with it, or you know, paint
with
I
zebra.
mean, you gotta just you just gotta try things.
I was curious how zebra worked with the granite genes. Has anyone tried that? Has they put it to granite?
I was gonna
Granite zebra.
the mega to one, but I wasn't sure how it was gonna look.
Just gotta try.
Have you done chocolate?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many things that haven't been done yet.
Yeah.
Have you or
I have a
anybody put
chocolate
chocolate
VPI
into it?
double head EG hypo breeding a pastel zebra.
Okay, I just wonder how
So-
like hypo chocolates look pretty clean, you know, with the
Hypo
just
chocolate's
curious
like
about-
one of the best combos.
Steve, you're working towards.
Yeah, but I don't know how
Yeah, I don't know.
Or has anyone
It
made
might make
the
muddy.
Axanthic DG zebra? Has that? I know people are going
Not
for
yet.
it, but
I'm sure.
Oh,
I'm pretty
everybody's
sure
going for
that's
that.
the goal for
Everybody's
most
shooting
people.
for it. It ain't been made.
Yeah.
Not me.
I have
I'm
triples
just shooting
for
for
it.
hypo.
4 triples coming.
that's gonna look awesome.
I got female triples, but I have no male. I had a male and I ended up selling it on accident.
For DG hypo?
Triple het male. Yeah,
Or
Axanthic
DVPI?
DG hypo. Yeah,
Zebra?
isn't that the one you were asking? Didn't you triple hets? Didn't
I
you
thought
ask me about it,
I thought it
or
was
was that
just
a
that
different
zebra.
one?
I thought it was a double head Axanthic zebra.
No, I had. Oh no, hypoexantic zebra. I had a male triple het, and I ended up selling it on accident. And I still have the VPI zebra. That's when I think you were asking me.
Yep,
Or
I know.
double het.
Yeah, you said that was the only
And
one you
it-
had. I'm making a bunch this
Yeah.
year, so we'll see.
Like what would
It'll be
I got
Calico?
girls that are triples though, but
Calico
Triple
do with it,
heads.
you know
I had-
what I mean? There's so many things to do with zebra if you just
Hurricane, I
think
think,
about
might
it.
be cool.
I think Hurricane's cool with everything. I don't know why I slept on it so long.
We have to take a drink, Jeremy. It's the first one of the chat. It's the first time you
Justin
mentioned
made
it.
I
You
think it
gotta
was a
show it.
blackhead hurricane yellow
Bro.
belly zebra.
Tornado. Every time tornado is mentioned,
Oh,
everybody
yes.
takes a drink.
Oh, we're doing the tornado drinking game?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna have to go get another beer in a minute.
I'm going to win. I'm drinking water.
So we're all
Get
gonna
a
get
real
drunk,
drink.
and Steve's gonna piss his pants before this podcast is over.
Well, I got to have a couple of waters before I start drinking beer because when we were done with the last podcast, I went inside the house and Laura goes, Jesus Christ, are you slurring? I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty fucked up. But I was home, so it wasn't a big deal. But yeah, I was pretty drunk because you don't realize it. You're just sitting here chit chatting and talking and slamming beers. It's like we're all sitting in a room drinking beer.
Steve, don't worry
Preach it,
about
brother
it. Miguel's
Casino, preach
already 4 in.
Fuck. He was supposed to start at 45 minutes in.
He thought
Yeah.
you meant he should be 4 in at 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I,
I
was
thought
saying,
you
I think you meant
I
start
thought you
45
meant 5 minutes before the show. I have to be 4 in. That's what I took that as.
Yeah, that's what 45 minutes before the show. Is what
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 or 5 before the show. That's not what you
Yeah.
said? I thought you said 4 or 5 before the show.
Oh, shit.
Jesus.
No, that's good. I was gonna say, Justin, what do you think? I know you're into it. As orange as that monsoon that Jeremy put up was, would sunset even do anything to that?
That, I don't know what that's going to look like.
I think it would add color. Like
I think it might actually, I don't think you can change. I feel like Monsoon as a gene is so strong.
Color
You
though.
can't really change the pattern that much. Like Sunset, you
My-
can manipulate the pattern.
My
you can
fear with
manipulate the pattern.
Sunset though is because when they're think of a single gene Sunset,
Yeah.
they kind of murky out similar to like pastel. Would it dilute the definition of the snake as it aged?
I don't know. Because I mean my stuff
With or
doesn't-
without Ultramel?
Is that a nice
I'm
way
saying
of saying
Ultramel-
would it
I'm
turn
saying
into a
would.
brown turd?
So a Sunset.
No,
Is that what you're getting at, Miguel? Would it
no,
brown
I'm
out like
thinking
a
with
turd?
Ultramel it'll stay orange, but will it still be like the Sunset going to make it more orange, like brighter orange, or
It might make it more
Well, I
red.
think okay. I didn't realize you said with Ultramel in that too. I think it'll make it more orange.
No, yeah, that
would-
snake
it
at
would.
Sunset.
Okay,
What
got
would
it.
it do to the pattern?
Oh, for sure, more orange.
A little
Yes.
bit more like of a red tinge, I think.
Yeah, I
But like
think
a
it'll be like a
darker
reddish
orange, right?
orange.
Like a deeper orange, not like a
Yeah,
bright
yeah.
orange.
No,
But
yeah,
would
like
it-
a reddish orange.
But
It would
as we've
be.
seen
It would
this-
look better if it was
I think it
side
would
by
look better.
side with Sunset.
The
it would
pattern,
look
I
better.
have no idea though.
That's
Who
what I wonder.
cares?
Would it,
Who
would it
cares?
screw up
There
the
is no
pattern?
pattern at that point.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's like we put all these pattern animals into Monsoon. It doesn't really change a whole lot.
No.
Yeah, I
But
more meant
Sunset
from
is
like
kind of a pattern.
I
It
don't
is a
think about
pattern.
pattern
It's pattern and
manipulation,
color.
but would it dirty up the snake at all? Would the
I
Sunset?
don't think it would dirty it up. I think it would maybe like
I think it would clean it up.
yeah.
Clean it?
I think it
Okay.
would make it less crazy, possibly.
Yeah, but- I mean, a baby,
Like, it
a
would still
baby
be- I don't think
Sunset
it'd be
is
like
way
baby.
brighter than a baby Monsoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Steve, there's a question on the chat for you if you see it on the screen.
Uh-oh. Alaska was pretty awesome. I got to tell you. Fairbanks, not much to do there. You can go dog sledding and a bunch of other shit, but nothing really opens up until like the end of May. Everything is pretty much kind of closed, like a lot of the gift shops and everything, because it's so cold for so much of the year that nobody goes there. But
Yeah.
you walk around and everybody's wearing those like what are those boots that they wear on boats? Like tough boot or something? What are they called? You know what I'm talking about, Justin.
Yeah, yeah.
The boat boots.
Have you just
Everybody
got
wears
the-
those all over town. Those are like the boots. Those are the regular
It's
shoes.
a waterproof.
Yeah.
How was the herping?
Yeah. I didn't see anything while I was there. We took a ride. We had to go about 2 hours to see mountains, which is kind of cool. But once you get so far into the park,
2
Denali Park,
hours?
2 hours to get to Denali Park, and then
I
you
drive
can only
less
go
than
so
that now
far
to
by
see
car. And if you want to go to like Mount McKinney, you have to go with a bus. You have to go with a charter. That you can't go in on a private vehicle.
Oh, Dale and I are closer. I'm
Yes.
only like an hour and a half. I'm only an hour and a half from Mount Dora.
But it was fun to see. But not a whole lot to do in Alaska right now. There is a lot of fucking bars out there. I'll tell you that. Bars
What
and
else you
coffee
gonna do?
shops.
Nothing else to do, right?
Nothing. My son, he took me to this mall where they had like a card shop, like Pokemon cards and stuff that he buys. And the mall was pretty much empty except for like four stores, like an indoor
Like
mall.
closed
Nothing.
or
Like closed
or-
down, like nothing there.
Well, how many people are in Alaska? Like,
They are the
And
smallest
Fairbanks is
populated
like
state.
31,000.
Even though they're the largest state, because most of that shit.
They're the most land mass, but they have less people than Rhode Island.
yeah.
And they're still finding a lot of gold.
Isn't a lot of stuff expensive there? Like it's pretty damn
It's
expensive.
very expensive.
Similar to
live
Hawaii,
there.
everything has to be
Yeah,
imported
right.
in, so you're paying for the
Yeah.
shipping.
Gas
and all
is
that.
like
Gas, I've heard, is insane.
$5.25
Yeah.
a gallon.
Gas is
So
what?
it's more than Florida. It's like 75 cents more than Florida. But they said it does go like to $5.50 for gas. Trying to think of what else. Food is more
Shoot, there's
expensive.
a gas station down the street from me that's $5.09 right now.
That's
Yeah,
the
but
worst gas station I've ever seen in Florida.
Yeah, not here.
Honestly, the best gas prices I've seen are probably in Georgia.
Yeah,
Georgia's got
Georgia.
some really good gas.
right across that border.
Georgia's usually the best.
It's right across the border, and then like Warner Robins, where the Buc-ee's is. It's usually pretty cheap over there.
Yeah.
My neighbor
Look at
gives me
Nice.
gas.
Look at the views.
There he is.
You would
That
think
was
the gas
pretty
would
cool,
be
too.
cheaper there.
See, wait, I want you
That
guys
was
to
from
see
a
this
convenience
picture.
store. I was at
That
a
is the
convenience store. I
power.
took a picture.
That's the power
Look
of liquor. Look how warm
Looks
I
like a
am. All
postcard.
that snow, and I'm rocking shorts and I'm looking like Dale.
I'm saying, I got my goodies with me. Jeremy's on top of the mountain.
What's
Crazy.
going on in here?
I'm nowhere near it. I took the picture.
Justin,
Dale
who's
went to
that
Colorado,
chick
and
you're
he
talking
has a
to with
picture
the
of
him
poopy
sitting
stained
there.
pants?
Miguel's checking her out though.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Check this out.
Miguel looks like he's going swing.
Whoa, 600 pounds?
Yes, sir. It's my dad went up solo by himself. Crazy something.
Really?
How long did it take?
So, starting out at electric, he went out there at
hold on.
11 or went out there at
Morph
6:30,
trying to kill
hooked it at
us.
11, and an hour and a half into the fight, the electric broke, so he had to hand crank it. Ended up being 8.5 hours.
Put it up, Jeremy.
Oh, I would have gave up.
And you didn't help at all?
No, I wasn't out on the boat. He
Cheers, everybody.
Because I was out of town on Saturday. He went out Sunday morning. He thought I wasn't back yet, so he went on by himself. And he was the only other boat out there. There's one other dude. It was like pouring rain, shitty conditions, and that's when you get the big one. It's about 600 pounds. Well, we didn't weigh it, but I mean, 13 feet long, monster. And he couldn't get in the boat, so he had to
get off of
drag
that.
I can't wait to
he had
get
to drag it to shore?
my steaks.
No, so he basically he took up the tail, tied it to the side of the boat, tied the head to the side of the boat, and went 4 miles an hour all the way back home. And he was like 25 miles offshore. So he drifted from Fort Lauderdale all the way to Delray, which is like, I don't even know, 4 or 5 different cities. He probably drifted 30, 40 miles.
Damn.
Jeez, that's crazy.
So-
I would mount that thing over my couch.
He
All by
actually
himself?
accident replaced nearby, and he's getting some stuff done.
He's getting that one done?
How long does it take to clean a fish that size?
It actually wasn't bad. We ended up because we met him at the boat ramp. He got to the boat ramp by like 10 o'clock at night, and just by getting it, and there was a bunch of people there. I had some buddies to come, and we actually ended up unhooking it from the boat. And there was some kid I never met before. It was my stepsister's friend. He backed his truck, his tailgate, into the water, and we dragged it up into the tailgate.
Oh, wow.
You should have bring it into the boat, but the thing is, we have to get off the boat at some point easier. So it's easier to rip it off the tailgate. So drag it up.
Well, Barry, you'll be repairing a Chevy truck here.
Yeah,
soon.
the exhaust pipes were underwater. It was the craziest shit I ever seen in salt water. It was like,
Thank God it's 6 hours. He's like 6 hours for me or something, or 4 hours.
yeah, no, it was some like 2010 Chevy. He didn't give a shit.
What you're saying is your dad needs to get a fording kit on his truck.
Yeah, no, he actually just got a lift on his truck, so it definitely wasn't gonna be him. He just actually.
Dale, we have a question for you. Hey,
Charlotte
Dale,
was-
how did the Charlotte show end up going for you?
Charlotte was good.
Decent.
Not-
I mean, it was
Nothing.
good because you didn't break down. That right there makes it a better show.
yeah.
Oh, did he break down last
Still
time?
had to save me, but no. Charlotte was. I mean, it was decent. It wasn't. None of the shows are crazy right now, but it was worth going.
I feel like for you guys, correct me if I'm wrong, right? The goal obviously is to make money, right? That's always the goal. But I think
Yes,
secondary,
I made
or at
money.
least the thing that changes is at this point, it's more growing the hobby and moving those pet animal grade people and getting people in.
So the
Yeah.
average animal, like, I mean, I sold quite a few, but the average sale was probably in the, I don't know, $200 to $400 range.
Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
So it
pet
wasn't-
market's coming back.
Yeah, I don't think I sold anything like under $100.
That's how I've been in the past
Like
few
some plants,
shows.
but-
The average has been a lot higher than normal, like $400
That-
or $500 range lately.
That
I mean, I
that
think we're
tells
getting
you in the economy we've got more disposable money. That's what that's
Yeah.
telling you.
There was also some people literally giving stuff away though. So
Well, there's always that though. That's just
There will always be
right.
somebody like that.
yeah.
So
Buy one,
That
get
was-
free,
That was me in my 20s.
no, I mean, I'm just like they were just literally the prices were just like. I mean, I messaged y'all about some of those. So
Yeah. Oh yeah, but some people, everybody's got their own story too. It's like somebody you said bought a collection and they had to get their money back, so they're gonna do what they got to do.
Did anybody see the news with the cruise ship about the virus that showed up?
Yeah. The hantavirus.
Yeah.
Did anybody else think-
think?
Did anybody else
Weird.
think I have to start pairing right away because we're like 6 months away from free checks?
That's what I'm saying, man. I'm going.
No, it's not COVID. It's not
Bring it
gonna be
all.
COVID.
I got to get up to 150 clutches because we're about to get free checks. And
I'm saying, yeah.
No, that didn't even dawn on me.
I'm prepared.
Breed everything.
Guys, I don't think the $1,200, I don't think boosted the market so much as so much free time that people had.
Yeah,
Well,
it
You
was-
left it home.
if you remember though, at least where I lived in downtown Orlando, we got locked down, but we also had, I don't remember how much it was, but I know a guy who did like a web design business.
Yeah.
And if small businesses were struggling, they weren't giving them $1,200 to keep their business afloat. This guy was getting tens of thousands of dollars.
Oh, businesses were getting a lot of money.
Yeah, so
bailed
I
out.
was,
And they weren't spending it on their business.
Crap.
Yeah.
PPP loans.
Yeah, they were starting new businesses with reptiles and whatnot.
But those were like
Hoping.
you didn't
Is
have
that
to
you?
pay them back though, right?
No.
Wasn't it like free money?
Yeah, I should have did that.
Actually,
I know.
Mike Smith, if
I
you're
would've built
still
a
in
facility.
here, Mike, if you're still in here, that I think didn't you get money for your business or something, or and if you did you have to pay it back?
Yeah,
if
he
you're
put it
still
in.
the
So
comments.
free money and no payback. That's what.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Yeah, and I had a bunch of friends who
American
like
way.
literally he told me, you know, I do it part time, I'm doing okay. His checks were more than he was making on his business.
Oh yeah. Well, people were also collecting unemployment too and getting a lot of. I know one kid. He wasn't working at all. He was getting like 40 grand just from unemployment and the COVID checks and shit
And
like that.
they weren't paying rent either.
You know the Zebra
Yeah,
project you could build with 40 grand?
Well,
Ooh.
back then, 40 grand didn't go very far. It went far, but not as
Also,
far
you
as.
gotta-
Yeah.
You
Good
also got to
now.
remember all the restaurants and movie theaters and all that kind of stuff was shut down too. So
Yeah, so you had nothing
that
else
was
to
money
spend
that
money on.
normally would be getting. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. It was cool
Mike
times.
responded.
Some of it.
Oh, he had to pay it all back because it didn't close. I guess.
Oh.
Oh.
So if he was closed, would he have it for free?
So that's dumb.
That's what Steven
It all
was saying.
depends.
with
Like
Kingdom
the
Dragons.
job I was at had to stay open to get the money to pay us to just stand around because no one was really coming in to get their car fixed. And
Yeah.
No one was using them.
and then you know all these things they promised, but then they said, you know, once it was all said and done with the accounting and stuff, they ended up having to pay some money back that they didn't think they were going to have to and shit like that. So the government basically just threw money out there because I got money and I didn't qualify to receive the $1,200 and all that. So I just put it in the bank, and then when I did taxes, they took it all back.
Yeah.
I made too much, I guess, you know, at the time, but like. And that's not with snags. That was with cars. But
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh. Jeremy's over there playing with buttons.
hey,
Jesus Christ.
I got a check
It's
from
the-
like Governor
It's the
DeSantis.
Illuminati.
but
was the
they
Illuminati
told me
telling-
they had to
telling
pay a
Barry
lot of
shut
it
up.
back.
That was the Illuminati saying Barry shut
I
up.
don't think we benefited from it in that way. Besides, sales were great. and
I don't think. I mean, what did you get? Like being married, we got like 3 checks of $2,400 over a year and a half.
well,
I mean,
you
is
got a
that
little-
really saving everyone's?
I just
day?
remember how much
Does that do
produce went.
anything?
You
got
gotta
a
think
little bit
how
of money from it.
financially irresponsible some people are. Too. So
Yeah.
they're like, oh,
But I
money,
mean, I didn't.
free money.
I was doing this, and Renee's a nurse,
Put it
so
up.
it was
Put it up,
obviously
Jeremy.
she was
Put it up,
had to go to
Jeremy.
work regardless.
Justin,
Yeah.
where you at?
All right.
Renee made that COVID money, didn't she?
Or there was a short period of time where like nobody was coming in. So in the beginning,
Oh, really?
no, like they weren't letting her come to work a lot of the days. Like it was a lot slower in the beginning, and then
I was
took
so
off.
angry that we didn't shut down because you know, the COVID thing came and the shutdowns were coming. I was like, good, I'm gonna
because
get out
Florida
of I'm gonna
really
get out
didn't
of work.
down for the most
I was like,
part.
yeah, I was like, I'm gonna get out of work for a couple weeks, and then you know the car companies and shit begged that we're essential, you know, to fix cars, so I had to go to work and stand around for like a month, 2 months at least.
My job was crazy. I lived in an apartment downtown, and for those of you in the chat who don't know, I used to work for one of the major theme parks here in Florida. And to keep me working, because we couldn't go in the shop, I worked on the hardware that's in the park. And they literally made me sign a waiver that I wouldn't like sell or do anything, and made me bring all the hardware to my apartment. So I had this desk that simulated the entire experience of going through Universal Studios. So the front gate, I literally had scan readers, fingerprint readers, a camera. Like my desk looked crazy, and it looked like I stole it from Volcano Bay.
Jeez.
Put that shit on Facebook Marketplace. Hey, I got it.
I was screwed during COVID. I was a firefighter. I was definitely essential.
Oh yeah.
I had to go to work.
I was hanging cabinets during COVID. The only difference was they said no other person can.
Where
do
you guys
that.
at? Let's go, young buck, Justin.
I'm by myself all day long, anyways.
Oh boy, Miguel's gonna about finish that fourth one. We're gonna slur now.
47 minutes in.
Miguel's
Keep
in
up, bitches.
as much bourbon as I am beers.
Keep up, bitches. I just want to say this, and it's whatever, but realest podcast on YouTube right here.
Whoa.
Don't go there.
Boy, four drinks in, he's got an ego.
Good. We're just having fun here.
See,
Well, I was doing
short
squats
podcast
today.
tonight. I think
I
it's
was
going
doing
to be the
squats
opposite.
today. You can see I work out right there. I was doing squats today, and that really helps boost your ego. Justin knows.
So
For
Miguel,
squatting?
while you're
Oh, yeah,
speaking
yeah.
right now,
Yep,
who
where's
you
your-
who
where's
you
your
repping
video?
for?
Huh? Shout
Who
out
you
to the
repping for,
unofficial
Miguel?
sponsor of the show today, Chimera.
The unofficial sponsor.
All right, Steve, who you repping for, buddy?
Oh, the same.
How about you, Dale?
Can't go high.
All right, Justin, who you repping for, buddy?
Oh, I don't know. Somebody.
Oh shit,
Why's my C backwards?
Barry.
Yeah, we're all repping. The
I have no
same,
idea.
yeah.
My C is backwards. But for some reason.
Mine is backwards.
No,
Compared to everybody else?
so
Which one is
so
not
the
like
Dollar
yellow?
General
For
store
you,
had a
yours
sale
looks
on
fine.
shirts.
Mine is the only one that looks different.
That's what it was. The
We
Dollar
got
General
these at the
store.
discount barn.
Mine looks
They were
different.
Yeah.
6 for $1.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah,
yeah.
but Chimera's awesome though.
If he's watching this, shout out to your shirt.
Yeah.
Right.
Did you all get it the same way? I got it at Tinley. He literally was walking
Yes,
around.
Tinley.
Oh
That's-
yeah. This is when they were a couple,
I was gonna say technically Patrick was the one handing them out. But
Yes.
Yeah.
But
I was handing them out with in a handful of lanyards.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Everybody
So
still
I
got
got
all
3
those
or 4
lanyards.
lanyards that same day.
out of a
so
broke ass suitcase.
we're still repping both of them, I guess. But Andre, we love you, buddy.
We'll just get Aura put on the back.
Well, no, I mean, do you guys all have Aura shirts? I have 2 of them.
I do.
I do.
All right, perfect.
I don't have any.
Next time.
Wow.
Next time
The
we'll
green one?
Aura shirt.
Is it the black with the green on it? The Pokemon?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Pokemon, and then I have the original one too.
Oh, I have just the black with the aura on green.
I think I
I
have.
don't
So I
have
have-
one.
I have a question that I want you guys to. We'll think about it for a second, but answer. Non-recessive. What gene in the current market where we are now is poised to make the biggest comeback?
Comeback.
Non-recessive.
I mean,
Barry, don't say
Comeback.
hypo.
So it used to be
That's why I said
something big
non-recessive.
back in the day, and it's faded, and it's coming back again. Is that what you're saying?
Or maybe less
asking?
popular than it once was, but
I
that
can
like
tell you
'cause there
what
are-
I hope it to be.
Go ahead, yeah, that's fine.
I think Hidden Gene Woma has a comeback in it.
I was going to say that.
I like it.
Hidden
yeah.
Gene Woma.
Hidden
Yes.
Gene one keeps slapping.
I think it has
What's their
a
name?
comeback.
Flawless. Flawless right now is clapping somewhere. He's like, yay.
About vanilla.
You think vanilla? I
don't
love
have
super
any Hidden
vanilla.
Gene
I
Woma.
love vanilla and super vanilla.
Vanilla's
Tornado.
always been a favorite of mine.
Okay, so we have.
Hey, Mike, are you
Hidden
practicing
Gene
this
Woma.
too at your place, buddy, or
Vanilla.
what? Are you just trying to get everybody drunk here?
Pastel.
Jeremy, what's yours? Let's see what Jeremy says. Jeremy, what non-recessive is poised to make a comeback?
That's tough, man, because to make a comeback means it was something.
Well,
back in
I'll
the
say
day, and
this,
it's-
or become popular. Yeah. I'll say there are genes that were never popular that could get their moment in the sun. The chat actually, like Josh actually put a good one that I thought, which is Huffman. I think that's an underutilized gene.
Which
I
one?
kind
Like
of
Huffman?
well, I'm digging Jaguar. I mean, but that wasn't like something that was
Hasn't
big back.
really. It hasn't really
It's
been big to begin with. Yeah.
not
Yeah,
yet.
so
but
you think that
it's
one's poised to grow, not really come back, but you think that one's poised to.
yeah. So something I don't know, man. I'm
About
go to
Het
somebody
Red.
else.
I was gonna say Het Red myself, Dale. I was about to say Het
Het
Red.
Red
I think
Exantic?
has some life left in it too.
Is Het Red Exantic supposed to be the same as Lori?
Yes.
They
Yes.
shed test,
According
Yes.
to Morph Market,
think so, but
they shed test them, or they just.
I have no idea.
I have no idea.
What's the problem
I thought
that
I
hurts
heard
City
about-
Global, which is
Hey, it's Pastel Pat.
Pastel Pat.
And I thought there was another gene too that was also the same as Het Red or
green
the
pastel or
orange.
something like that.
green pastel.
Green Pastel was the same.
Was it
as
green
Het Red.
pastel? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you. Is that just a full-on red Xanthic?
What do you think it is? Does it look like a? Let me ask you. Does it look like a red Xanthic?
It looks like a red
It looks-
Xanthic to me.
yeah, it
Is
looks
it
like a
Xanthic
visual.
red Xanthic or just a red Xanthic? Or
So it's
hypo?
technically
or
a super Lori.
Did you get that from
Okay,
me?
so it's a red
It's got the
Xanthic.
solid. It's got the solid dorsal. So that's
Do the
a vis-
face.
That's a
Put the
double.
face up. It has the two nostril dots and where the eye stripes break, and then there's nostril dots.
Too blurry.
Yeah, we can't see the top of its head.
I'm
Well,
trying, but
doesn't
he's
the
not
double
cooperating.
dose have the dorsal stripe all the way across though? Right. That's how you would tell.
I don't know.
Also.
He's
Not
that
always.
thing's going for a ride right now. I don't know what's going
They
on.
used
He
to
is
have a
not
double
cooperating.
it's not always like a full dosage, right?
Yeah, Python Obsessions. I was going to say Redhead, but
It's on that
Yeah.
roller
I feel like
coaster.
that's
Like the
Redhead
eye
has only
stripe,
really
the
been
eye
worked in
stripe
clown,
breaks
though.
and has two dots on the nose. So that's like full on red Xanthic.
It's true. I like to see Redhead with that side of like I'm guilty of that because all my Redhead stuff is clown, but I'd like to see it in other stuff too, like Redhead hypo stuff, for example.
Oh, I love Redhead. I'm trying to work it into puzzle and hypo and
Puzzle,
stuff.
hypo, yeah.
Yeah, I still don't know where to go with it, but I've always liked it when there was Redhead Spiders was your only option, but I didn't want to buy Spider.
I'm working it into Sunset. Just we don't know until
Yeah.
we try.
No.
It's kind of like
Wait,
Like a
Dale, what
credit?
was your answer? Dale didn't answer.
How do you
Dale,
explain
what's
a
your
redhead?
gonna come back?
I said 2.
Oh, Het Red and what?
Vanilla.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Where were
Justin,
you? What
what'd
did
you
you
say?
say?
I didn't
What
say
did you say, Miguel?
Huh?
What did you
Yeah,
say,
what's
Miguel?
yours?
Bolt.
Bolt?
Both.
Volta?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
bring back 6,000 grand ball pythons that lay like 17 eggs.
Steven, I can ID it
Oh,
if it's
Volta.
very simple,
That's
but
it.
you start adding a bunch of codoms that I'm totally lost on it.
I don't have any redhead.
I have one.
I
I
have
think
a
it
redhead.
I have two.
mostly is visible in clown, personally, but
I have a redhead yellow belly fire enchy female, and then I made like a redhead yellow belly and a redhead fire enchy females that are het hypo, possible het puzzle, which I still haven't tested. But I want to put something else on the redhead this year, just haven't figured out what.
it might be cool in
Hey,
puzzle.
didn't Chad Hawker do paint redhead or was that or am I wrong?
Not that I know
I would
of.
imagine. I would think.
I think I
paint
have
and redhead would
two
come-
redheads.
I think Cypress would go amazing with redhead though.
Yeah,
I have a blackhead leopard clown.
for that Cypress Redhead combo clown stuff.
I feel like
they made that.
everyone-
Yeah.
They saw the redhead clown.
putting-
and
I'm
that
actually-
dictated
I
the
have a
direction
yellow
that
belly-
Everyone went.
Oh, cool.
I have
Well,
a yellow belly
everything
fire
goes
redhead
clown,
head
Miguel.
clown that I'm putting. I have a redhead fire yellow belly redhead het clown male that I'm putting to a Cypress honey DG clown female.
That should be good.
I did. She's big. She's got big fall. I did spot nose redhead clown to a Cypress orange dream yellow belly Mojave fire clown. So
I
a lot
bred
of,
a
A lot of stuff.
yeah.
redhead leopard, blackhead clown. He's breeding right now to a black pastel hypo.
I bought
Big girl.
one and want to know if it is one.
I
Yeah,
actually
that's
have not.
tough.
made that. I've not even started on that project yet. But
I bred him to a couple of. I bred him to a.
probably like I'm doing Hurricane hypo puzzle stuff first, then I'll do probably Sunset afterwards.
I did a black
All right,
black
so
pastel
Justin's answering
mahogany
the question.
headline.
That'd be cool.
The
though.
question
You
was,
just keep
Justin, have
talking.
you made a Hurricane Hypo Sunset yet?
It just
That's what I was
answered-
answering.
Justin said he
to,
has
yeah.
not.
I have
Yeah.
not.
Has anybody made a hurricane sunset?
I don't think so. I'm actually not
Yeah.
even working on that yet. I haven't even started on that because I've been.
It would
focused
it
so
would
much-
be
crazy,
cool
huh?
probably because
It
it's
probably
a
would be a
granite
super
gene.
hurricane hypo or a super. What was that hypo? Super hurricane ultramel sunset would probably be insane looking.
I think a paint sunset would be amazing. I mean, it's like there's so many things to do still. People
Yeah,
just,
I agree.
you know, people need to just stop, look at shit, and just go, where else can I go that someone hasn't gone yet? That could be cool. I don't know. That's what
Yeah,
Too many
Steven,
people
send it
following
to
other
me. And let me know when you send it, and I'll look.
Wait, Justin,
What
what
is-
was your gene? Did Justin give a gene? I'll give
I
mine.
did not. Like it's not really like slept on, but I think Blackhead.
Don't say GHI.
No, I said Blackhead.
Blackhead was really popular at one time.
Blackhead was
Company
super
was
popular,
doing
and then
a
it
lot of
like
them.
kind of died down quite
Hey,
a bit.
That was like around the COVID time.
Blackhead is getting
Right.
popular with puzzle. Blackhead
Yeah, that's
is
what I'm saying. I
actually
think it's starting to
coming
get more
back.
popular again. I think the puzzle stuff, especially like hypo with Blackhead, all
Oh,
that
yeah.
stuff is amazing.
I have I did the Orange Dream Enchi Yellow Belly puzzle head hypo to a Barnhart Black Pastel Blackhead Yellow Belly head hypo.
I'll say
That's
Oh,
I
awesome.
don't
making
see
some
I
it
noise.
just
one that it's.
pairings like that.
My answer is I don't see it that it's trending, but that I wish it was in more projects
Yeah.
is Calico.
Oh,
Oh,
Calico is it?
love
That's gonna
Calico.
come back.
I'm going heavy into Calico.
Yes, I agree.
I
Actually,
have a yellow belly calico puzzle het hypo mail, and once I start making more calico combo puzzle stuff, I think it's gonna wake
And have
up.
you? I've done a couple of I've done several Calico pairings. I wonder if you guys have seen this. It's not often, but I end up with snakes that are not not speckled pied, like Calico normally is, but are really dark, and I don't have a gene to explain why the snake got so dark.
Well, calicos get kind of dark, and some are no white and all orange. And
Are they
whatnot.
calicos or they
Yeah.
don't have calico in them?
I don't know, but it'll be like Calico, Orange Dream, Pastel, Yellow Belly, and I end up with this dark ass snake, and I'm like, well, none of the genes explain this to me.
I don't
That's
know.
odd.
You guys
But
think
But then
Calico
somebody
and
told me
sugar are
that
the
there is
same?
lines, or they have seen where calicos produce really dark snake.
Well, they
You
get
guys think
they get
Calico
darker.
and sugar are the same?
yes.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Right?
I think so.
I thought it was proven. I
I'd
thought
say
no?
sugar was
Right?
a nicer line.
Yeah, they're
But,
all
yeah.
similar lines, but they're all
Yeah, but
same.
sugars lay small eggs, and like in the past, anyways. At least most
Is
of the
there
original
like
sugar
issues
lines.
with the sugar?
There was
Remember,
issues with a lot of the original sugars. I don't know if it was because it was like a very small sample size of the stuff, but how many sugars do you see out there right now
Yeah.
versus calicos?
I got
Yeah,
one that
They
just
probably just renamed it Calico.
I got one that just ovulated.
But
Cinnamon-
the expression was
cinnamon
usually
sugar.
higher on a sugar than it was a
I
calico.
did hear sugars were higher expression. Sorry, Jeremy, what'd you say?
I said I got a sugar. She's a sugar cinnamon pastel double het monarch puzzle that's ovulating now.
Now, is she
So-
high
and it's the
expression
first-
speckled? Like
No.
is she a high white? No.
Not very high white, no, because I think the cinnamon and the
Eats it up.
pastel maybe, yeah. And that's the
But
only
there was-
sugar I have, and I got that.
There
through
was
a
also
trade,
different
and I-
lines of calico, so
There was, or there still
What?
is, or no?
there was when they came out. So,
There's no shed
I've
test
had
for Calico, is there?
What?
There's no shed test for Calico, is there?
Not that I know of.
Mm.
I've had Calico for a while, and I've
And the
made
only other
high
line I
white
know
and
of-
low white.
four M fauna calico and was
Bubblegum.
like a higher
Bubblegum
expression.
was another one.
Yeah, because the only one I knew of was I know Shane Kelly started that.
It was
Calico.
sugar and the flora and
That
fauna.
was-
I don't know of any of
Four
them.
M
Calico.
fauna was the higher expression of calico.
That was Doug Beard's line.
Yeah, but there was regular calico as well, which I don't know what
You
line.
think it was
that
more line bred
Sugar.
or just a nicer line altogether?
It was more of the less
Justin?
white, more orange, and all that shit was the
Even though my
flora and
drink has
fauna.
nothing to it.
It works really
Sugar
good with
was
Orange
the
Dream
more
and
high
Yellow Belly.
white.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Sugar
what
became
line
the
came
higher
out
white
first
one.
as far? Which one came out first as far as sugar and calico, or did they come out around the same time?
I don't
think
know that.
I think the Flora Fauna came out first. The sugar, I think, came from the UK.
Oh, okay.
So they possibly could be the same unless they shed tested different, just different line.
I don't know.
breeding.
At the time, they looked way different. One had a lot of orange and ringers and shit. The other one was just a lot of
But that
highlight.
could be with other things tied to it.
Yeah.
A lot of the early genes, or even some of the newer genes, like you start look at what's the one that's got the white whatever attached to it now? The brand gene. Come on.
Yeah.
Whiteout?
Blank. What is it?
Is it
No,
whiteout?
No.
The new gene. He's talking
Oh my
about
God.
White Flame?
The granite
White
gene. White flame.
White Flame.
Cosmos and White.
Cosmos.
Yeah.
Cosmos and White Flame. Look at that's a perfect example of a lot of this stuff that probably was the exact same back then. When they got it, it was more than one gene to start with. And then you start making things, and then it starts separating itself.
I've heard of that a lot, actually, where a lot of people will produce a gene and it's two genes at once kind of thing, or kind of like the stranger and the Moray were kind of in the same shit.
Yeah.
And what was it? The Monsoon came with the crystal stuff, and
that is Redhead, right? I see it in the head stamp.
it looks like a redhead.
What else is in it?
All right. What else was
Cypress,
in that,
maybe
Steven?
redhead cypress clown, maybe.
Steven Kingdom's Dragon is the one that just sent that to me. Yeah, if you can just Cypress. No. Oh, Cypress and Clown.
Cypress Clown. Possible.
So it's a redhead cypress clown.
I don't know if redhead is.
It definitely looks different than just a regular Cypress Clown.
Is he saying is there redhead in it? Is that what he's asking?
I think
we asked what else was in it.
Yeah.
I think Cypress redhead clown, that actually jives. I mean, I think that's what it would look like. I haven't seen a lot though, because clown hater. But
I don't have either one of those genes. So
I've seen one that had Cypress in it, and it was a lot crazier than that. But however, I think it had other genes in it as well.
That does look kind of granity, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have Cypress or redhead. So.
You don't have any Cypress, Dale? You got to get some Cypress.
I haven't bought an animal in years.
Hey, we're back in the trading days, buddy. Find something.
Yeah, where
to
you at,
trade.
buddy?
I did that a couple weeks ago.
Dale, I got a ton of Cypress. I got DG Cypress Clowns. I got Cypress Kryptons.
Yeah,
I got
and
once I
get moved and I get reconfigured and figure out probably today and yesterday was probably really the first day I actually started looking at stuff again and being thinking about pairings and stuff.
Oh wow! So your season hasn't really been going well this year. Have you not really been pairing?
No, I put clutch 30 in the incubator today.
Oh, all right. Well, shit.
Wow.
You're already past my whole year.
Yeah, you're way past it.
Let's just analyze what Dale said. Dale said today was the first day I started thinking about pairings.
I
shouldn't say it like that.
I'm working way too hard.
So when you don't
for the
try,
last
you're at
couple
30 clutches
months,
already. So when you
but
do
the
try,
last
you
couple
can
months
get
it's been on autopilot.
I got you. Where you've actually took the time to go. What else can I do?
Yes, exactly. I have girls that literally, I completely missed their date. They just sat there and I didn't even pair them. So.
Have
you
a couple
need to take this. You need to take this lavender puzzle because I don't have any lavender shit.
A couple? Well, Steve, you say stuff like, I'm going to go under 100 clutches, and I get to go to your facility.
I'm going to blow that out of the water this year. That's good.
Yeah, I'm like, that means
clutches
half
would have
your
been
room.
nice.
See, Steve likes to say he'll be like, yeah, I'm going to do 80, 90, and then it does 137.
Yeah.
I have
I'm going to do under 100.
You've been saying that for
I'm
years.
waiting on eggs.
Yeah.
I have 16 clutches in the incubator, and I just finished ultrasounding today. I got 87 girls that are done.
I
They're
have
gonna ovulate,
4.
or some of them already shed.
Yeah, see, I don't think I'll
have
hit
4
that.
cooking or 5 cooking,
That
and
many.
I think I'm on track for 19 clutches.
Woo! That's
I think I might hit
big,
11.
Big year, guys.
I think I'm at 11.
I have no idea where I'm at yet.
I got number 6
Have you hit
in the
100 yet,
incubator, and I
Justin?
think
You said 6 or 16?
Have you done 100 clutches yet?
Yeah, I did 106 last year.
106.
6.
I did 107.
Oh, turn it
I was
off.
going to do 80 last year.
I was supposed to do 108, but then I had 2 clutches go bad or like slug out.
Yeah, I
I
got
had
number
one,
6
I had
in
one of the
incubator.
clutches that I pulled, or that half of it went bad, and then the rest of it went bad, and I pulled it today.
So for those of you degenerates who smoke cigar, highly recommend. It's My Father, Connecticut. Really good.
That is a paid sponsor.
I need to get an ultrasound.
Yeah,
Yes, you do, Ross.
Hey, is
I don't-
Miguel sponsored?
I don't
Miguel's
use
not
your
the only one here sponsored.
They're made like 40 miles away from Justin's house.
That's not
I
true.
think
We're all
Miguel's getting
sponsored. We
bourbon and
sponsor
cigars,
each
and
other.
we're not getting shit.
Look, this is my,
They're
my
gonna
Father's Day gift from
Hey.
my wife.
Hey,
Oh.
It's got
Jeremy,
our doggies on there.
Jeremy spontaneously has bourbon too, so he might be sponsored.
He's got nope, nope, and nope.
Nope, nope, nope. Oh, you
But
were
we've had
dealing with
Ashley's
nope
dog
up
like
in
a month.
Alaska.
There's 2 dogs in Alaska. He's got a Pomeranian and a pug, and they don't know their
So-
own personal space. They just jump all
So
over.
before I start slurring, can I make a public announcement? Something.
What do you
that
mean
is
before?
important to the- Well, before I get too messed up.
Okay.
Yep, that's my
Too
boy.
late.
You guys are aware of what happened with Sloth World, right?
Who?
Yes.
With who?
Sloth
Sloth
World.
World.
It was
Oh
like,
yeah,
what,
yeah,
six-
yeah. I did see that.
Is it 27
For
or
those in
17?
the chat, I'll give a quick recap.
No, it was like
There
50
were-
something.
There
Oh,
were a
wow.
group of there was a group of people who were trying to start a sloth encounter exhibit, but they kept the sloths in horrendous conditions and actually were not very aware on how to maintain sloths and killed most of them. And that's not what this is about, because that's not reptile related. But what is reptile related is there is a lady who is running for Congress that is proposing a bill that will affect Class 3 licenses, which is us, all in Florida, where we would require 2 inspections. You would have to keep a detailed list of all your animals. And if they died, if this bill passes, of course, you have to justify that it was of natural causes and not neglect. And if neglect was found to be the cause of death of any animal in your care, you are in danger of losing your license and forfeiting every animal. That bill will be going through the House later this year. And I know USARC has already had an emergency meeting on it. But for those of you who are in Florida or even outside of Florida who care about the reptiles, please attempt to monitor this, and maybe on the next live I'll put some links and send them to Jeremy so we can share them with you guys. But they are attempting to come after Class 3 license, not necessarily us, but Class 3 licenses. There are over 6,000 Class 3 licenses in Florida, so I don't even know how they would manage 2 inspections a year, or how they would even manage the deaths of an animal. But they are trying to make it so that it's very easy for you to lose your license.
Jeez.
It hasn't passed, and it still needs to go to a vote.
I've only been
If we're all
inspected
lucky,
once.
yeah, and if we're all lucky, it'll go nowhere. But that is something that I did want to bring up before
Well,
Tornado ends up in the chat too much.
Oh, shut up.
Here's the thing. If you're a good keeper, you have nothing to worry about. That's when they showed up at my door.
Second part.
Oh, go ahead.
Second part of the list, which may or may not affect us, I don't know. This isn't specific to ball pythons. Is her write-up of it was that the Class 3 or the license system, not the Class 3 license, the license system is predicated on the fact how dangerous the animal is to the human. She wants to add a parameter of how dangerous the humans are to animals, because in the sloth instance, the guy killed the sloth through neglect. So it's, should we be increasing the restrictions, taking animals off Class 3 based on human endangerment to animals, which I have no idea how you would define that. But
A human can kill any animal. I mean,
that's what I thought. I thought that would mean the Class 3 license is nothing.
And they do.
So is a sloth in a Class 3 license? Because
It's
that
not
sounds
dangerous.
like Class
It's not
1.
dangerous to humans. You just need a Class 3.
They're
Well,
not
Yeah, 'cause-
dangerous, though.
Because it's class 2, I think, for like tigers and shit.
Yeah, it has to be lethal, like venomous for it to be one. Like,
Really? I mean, I knew that for, as far as venomous and stuff like that, but I would have assumed sloths because monkeys, like even like spider monkeys and stuff, are on
Or class 2.
right?
Yeah.
So
well, sloths were class 3. The guy who was the head guy of Sloth World had a class 3.
I don't understand how
Was it
he
Mr.
got
Krabs?
the animals or the license or anything to even start building that
He was
place.
buying them from the wild. Even
Yeah, but who sold them to this guy?
it was not disclosed.
Didn't he
I
have like
mean-
100 of them?
No, it was like 58.
I thought 54
But-
died.
But most of them died. Or no, it was like 30 something died, I think.
I think the Sanford Zoo got a few to rescue.
Sanford, a lot of Orlando, Jacksonville, a couple places picked them up, and they're trying to, because so they have a disease that can spread through them, and because Sloth World wasn't ready, he was literally putting them in way too small enclosures and crowding them, and the disease spread like wildfire, and that's why most of them died.
why would you set up an entire zoo with sloths?
It wasn't a zoo; it was like an encounter where people could come in. The idea was you were going to come in and be able to feed them, and handlers would explain to you, and it was just it was mirrored like. Or the idea that was sold was this was like for conservation. It was going to be this good thing, but he didn't do anything to take care of the animals.
Why would you need 50 of them for that?
These are great questions. Great questions.
That's a lot. That's a
but
lot of sloths.
but the secondary part of that is, as these things tend to do, it is
It
used
could
by
affect
those who
us,
don't want us
yeah.
to keep the animals as a reason to go after everything, not sloths.
Yeah, but they usually don't care about reptiles. It's
Well, we
because
would
of the
follow them.
Burmese pythons that all of a sudden they cared. But most people don't care. They're like, a dead snake is a good snake. That's most
Yeah.
people in fucking general. So
Yeah.
that's the only thing we have going for us is they don't really care about reptiles. As long as they just don't want you to have them.
They don't want you to have them. They don't want you to breed them.
Yeah.
I've only had
But
one.
if it was to pass, now I'll say this: I think it will die, but I'm going to monitor it because the current FWC
Staff.
budget doesn't have in it the ability to bring in all these people for 6,000 people to get.
They don't even know what reptiles they're looking at. So
But they-
how do they
but-
know
but-
if you're caring for it right?
But if you think of 6,000 Class 3 holders at 2 inspections a year, they would have to increase their ability to inspect 12,000 more times.
and you don't have to have a license to own 1,000 snakes, only to sell them.
Yep.
Yes.
So you can own a bazillion snakes
Yes.
and not have a fucking license.
But in her write-up, if it was found that an animal died in your care, you have to prove that it was of natural causes, and if it was neglect, you lose your license.
So that only applies though if you have the class 3. So if you don't have the class 3, then if the animal dies,
You wouldn't even get inspected.
you wouldn't be inspected. But I mean,
That
in
just
all
means you
honesty,
can't sell,
you shouldn't be
technically.
neglecting any animals to begin with.
But you,
But-
in theory, shouldn't be able to do a Repticon or a convention or sell. You shouldn't. You would just have pets.
Right. I don't know.
I don't know.
It sounds real stupid, is what it sounds. But
I agree, and
Yeah,
I hope it
isn't
does.
the,
I did want to bring attention.
Isn't the reptile version of Tiger King coming out soon too?
I thought it did,
Supposedly.
no, right?
no,
I
the
keep-
monkey
I
one
keep-
or something.
They were following who?
There's a monkey one. I think.
It
Crutchfield?
was,
Was it Tom? Was it Tom?
Tom Crutchfield was a big part of that.
It was
Well,
Tom.
as I was
Yeah.
saying, I saw Tom Crutchfield just hanging out with Bill Haas not too long ago on his. He posted and he said, "We just got done filming a documentary or something," and I'm like, "That sounds like probably that," because Tiger King started out at Tom Crutchfield's house
Yep.
Yeah.
as a reptile thing and moved to cats because somebody went, "Holy crap, there's somebody dumber than reptile people," and moved on. But I think they're back now, and that's the scary part.
Yeah, but they
So,
did that,
who are they
that
following?
primate one or something first.
Oh, you
They
know
didn't-
they're only gonna
didn't do
put up
anything.
drama. They're only gonna put up drama and bad stuff. They're not gonna go to
Yeah.
Canova.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're gonna
because
go
that's
to
hell.
yeah. They're gonna go to Repticon, like the worst one, and they're gonna go, look at this crap.
It's no different than any of the rally bullshit they put out there, and they're like they pick the people that are gonna fight the most, and then they put them in situations where they're only gonna fight. And
Yeah.
reality TV is the stupidest fake stuff.
It's very unreality. Yeah, yeah. I had a buddy who did So the guy who, one of the guys who used to do screenings for Survivor was a Marine, and he said they have like a group of psychologists, like 4 or 5, and they literally know personality profiles they're looking for that will cause conflict. They need this to happen.
They have to, or the show wouldn't. Nobody would watch it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
we're all like, yeah, that's a good idea.
Like
Good job.
drama
Let's do
for
that.
some
Who
reason.
would watch that?
It's like the Storage Wars show. You know, they plant that crap into the storage unit. It'll be a storage unit of completely worthless shit, and then I found like this $10,000 antique. Like, no, you didn't. Don't put that in there.
There's one drawer in the cabinet that's $30,000.
Reality TV is faker than probably the cartoons. Like, it's stupid.
Even Swamp People. I used to love
I knew
Swamp
a friend
People,
that went on
but that was pushed
reality
too.
TV shows, and they were telling them things to say and
Oh,
things
yeah.
to do.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Steve, can I ask a question?
drama, man.
And
Sure.
and it's part of what's in there, but I've never been inspected. How did that go? What was that experience like?
I also have not been inspected.
Me neither.
She called me when I was getting ready for a Tinley show, and she called from she was at my front door, and she was like, "This is Ashley with FWC. I'm here for an inspection." And I was like, "Okay." I said, "Where are you at?" She goes, I'm on your porch." So I said, "Let me go get you." So I went inside. I told her, I said, "I'm getting ready for a show. I'm putting my displays together." I said, "It's a little messy right now." She said, "That's fine. It's no problem. I'm not looking for that." So she came and she pulled out a drawer. She'd walk about 5 or 6 feet. She'd pull out another drawer and one more randomly threw out the thing. And I said, "What are you looking for?" She goes, "Well, if I look at the first one and there's 3 pieces of shit inside there and a shed and no water and it's all crusty looking and everything looks destroyed, and then I go to the next one and it looks the same, and the next one, I'm going to assume everything in the room looks like that." So she goes, "When I pull open your drawers and everything is clean, you can't help poop. You don't know when they're going to poop. I mean, if you see poop, as long as it's not there for a week or something, you throw it out." But anyway, she went through that and she looked, and she was here for approximately 3 hours, and 2 hours was just chit chatting. We were just talking about snakes.
Well, even an hour is pretty long inspection.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
what I was
no, she
thinking.
wasn't inspecting. The inspection was less than an hour. I mean,
So did
she
you sell her a
looked at my
snake?
paperwork, my incident, my disaster incident plan, just checking. And she said, what she did want me to have is a complete list of every snake I have and where it came from. And I'm like, "I produced everything here." And she goes, "How did you produce everything here?" I said, "Prove I did not produce everything in my room. I have 200, and back then I probably had 400, breeder females and, thousands of babies in the other room." I was like, "How could you say I didn't? I make so many snakes." I mean, yes, some of the stuff was bought. I couldn't create everything that I have, but I did create a lot of it. But our collections change a lot too.
Yeah.
We sell off adults, we sell babies. It's really hard to keep a good inventory of everything you have, unless you have everything.
Yeah, I do breed, but I don't do this.
You can swap out and delete stuff and add stuff. That's the only way. But I have done an inventory on my snakes, and that was probably in 2023, 2022, somewhere around there. I did a complete inventory of everything, and I had it, and I never used it. I never pulled it out. I never looked at it. But if I look at it today, it is not going to be anything like what I have now.
Yeah, you'd
A
have to
lot of that
update
stuff
it
is gone. A lot of new
constantly.
stuff has moved in.
That's where those Husbandry Pro and Clutch apps
Yeah,
come in handy.
But I'm kind of old school. I like to write everything down. But I probably should do everything on computer and make it simple for something like that. If they come in an inspection, they want to see a list of my snakes, I can just open that. But
Well,
for the
you
inspections, I really didn't fear the inspection. When she came here and she told me she was here to inspect stuff, I wasn't afraid of anything because I don't keep my place like a pigsty. You know what I mean? My snakes have water. They're clean tubs.
Right, for sure if it's clean. Could you argue though the same point if you don't have it all on a if every tub has a label on it and say you did buy the snake and it has who it came from, isn't that considered a list?
Probably.
Yeah, I don't know.
They want it all written down and with your
I think
disaster
they want like
plan
an
and all
actual
that
like
stuff.
spreadsheet.
They want to keep track of every snake you own, which they're never going to look at.
Be like,
But
that's
too
what I'm
much.
saying.
room right here,
Is-
and there
is-
they all are. There's the name of every single snake.
They wouldn't be able to identify them.
Yeah.
If you gave them a list of names and showed them snakes, they wouldn't be able to tell you what they are.
Yeah.
No, but they can go through and they can count, and they're all ball pythons. Well, I mean,
True.
I got other stuff, but
But our numbers fluctuate because we go to a show, we sell a bunch of snakes, come home, we have less.
Yeah, I do not
These
track stuff
clutches
that
are
I'm
back
selling.
up.
I only track my breeders. I don't actually track.
I'm the same way,
hold
Miguel.
back. Yeah, I do not track.
I
stuff
don't even know what I
I'm
have sometimes.
Well, I take that back. I do like I have 3x5 cards of every single snake that I've ever produced. So I guess I do, but they're not on a spreadsheet. They're like
not on a spreadsheet. I do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
keep
they're on a
track.
Keep the
3x5
cards?
cards.
forever.
I keep
Yeah,
I keep track of like feedings and stuff, so that when I sell it, they know that and I can tell.
See,
your
them.
babies or
keep
your
the
adults?
cards. I keep the cards for probably a couple months after I sell the snake, and then I get rid of the cards. I have breeding records from each clutch all the way back, I think, to 2016 or 15 or something like that. Like I could go back
I
if
know
you gave me
that back.
an ID and I could tell you like that one came from that clutch type thing. But the individual card for the actual animal, like if you didn't keep that info, I don't have it. I mean,
yeah. I write one up, the index cards, and I have one of those index card. Well, I got like 5 of them now. Index card holders, and I just that's
you can
like
need
I do a
1,000
serial
of those,
number.
though.
What's that?
You need 1,000 of those things, though. That's
Yeah.
crazy
There's
for every
a couple
animal.
little shoe boxes or whatever,
Who's the one rep for Husbandry Pro? Is it Zach?
Zach, yeah.
He offered to come to my place
Yeah.
and actually put every snake into the
No.
computer for
He's
me.
not. I think he does do husband. He's the one that does
He's
He
been
does
pushing it for a
Husbandry
while.
Pro, and he just
The
opens
rad.
something new.
the reptile.
Well,
ads.
yeah, he's
That's
doing the
what he is.
reptile
Yes, yes.
But I think that's separate from the Husbandry Pro. But I think he was working for Husbandry Pro.
He was.
Like, I think they're
he
all
still-
entwined
He
somehow.
still might be.
I think he still might be.
It might be the same creators. But
I think he's affiliated
think
with
they-
them somehow.
I don't think they go back to each other.
They said
But-
Zach owns Repti Leads, but works for Husbandry Pro.
There it is. Okay.
Yes.
I knew it was something
That's
like
the
that.
problem. I don't want to do it. That's my issue. Like I like the.
He
process.
said he
I
would
like
come
the-
and do it for me.
Oh yeah, so I would be like for sure.
Yeah,
don't
but
really
I don't know if I'd
like-
be able to do. I need like a scanner or something on it.
Oh,
Yeah,
He
I
doesn't
don't
know
know
about
about
that.
the computer stuff. I would not. It would make my life miserable trying to enter all that stuff in there. And then
The only thing I keep are my breeding cards, like these. Where's my computer? I keep these.
Got your logo on there and everything.
Oh yeah.
I have breeding cards. I have on my cards of the females that I currently have every year that she's laid, the amount of eggs she laid, the date that she laid,
Well, I
And
write
then
that on the breeding card for the follow-up.
and then I
call.
can track that back to my cards that came off the egg box and take it back
That's
to
that's
what
my
the
clutch
pairing
card,
was per that year
Yeah.
and individually down to each clutch. And then if I still have the animal, if I kept the animal, I can go back and look at the number on that card and I can go back to the clutch card that it came from and I can tell you what the pairing was.
Hmm.
But I'm
You
not
guys
gonna
are way more organized than me.
I'm not gonna keep that years out on an animal that I don't have anymore.
Oh, is that
So
Jeremy's
there's
some
card?
cards I just had made. Oh man, it's gonna read it backwards. But you guys.
No, it
No,
actually
so-
reads forward.
Right.
It reads proper.
So that's
Oh, is it?
that's
Okay,
all
when
the
I look
growth
at
of
it, it's
their
backwards.
date.
and then so
So that's on the back of the
follicle
card.
growth
then.
and all that instead of writing it on the tub, and then it's universal. So when they lay eggs, I actually have like this part and it clips right onto the tub. And then when they lay eggs, I can put it in the egg box in the incubator and just clip it right onto the egg box. So
Okay.
I just had these made. And then I bought
Yeah,
the
so
little
that's
stamp
nice.
where you can.
But like that, I do
then-
keep stuff like that. Like I said, I think all the way back till 2016, I have the clutch card that tells me what the pairing was and how many eggs and what and all that type of stuff, and the clutch number, so I can trace that back if I got clutch 25 from 2018 and it's on that baby's card or that holdback's card. I can go back and I can pull up, oh well, this OD Clown Pie girl came from this pairing and these were the parents and stuff like that. But
Yeah, Dale's doing a hell of a lot more than I'm
like
doing.
it.
Yeah.
By
that's
like
what-
3 years
that's what
later,
I'm
after I
doing.
gotten rid of it, that shit's gone. Like I had somebody message me like 2 years after I sold him a snake. Oh, I lost it. Can you tell me what the pairing was? I'm like, I have no clue.
Yeah, but once I sold the snake, you better know what the ID number was and like the clutch date. Like,
Well, if
I can
on my
track it
Morph
that way.
Market, I actually put the clutch number in the ID on Morph Market, so I can trace it back.
I should start doing that.
But if it's not
Yeah, I
Morph
just do-
Market, though, you won't know, right?
I do 25 dash, and then
I
I'll
never
do
thought
like
But stuff
then-
you sell at show, Steve. Like say you didn't post it at the Morph Market, or say it was something you did, right?
Yes.
They're not going to be able to get
I
that,
use
right?
tape on all my babies, so sometimes after a show, I'll leave all the tape up because the tape has all the clutch numbers on it. And
Or-
usually somebody's going to message me within a week, and then after a
Yes.
week, I just throw them out.
So I'll keep those even for probably a month or two, probably like two to 3 months after a show. I'll just stick them to the side of the incubator or something, and then after that, I toss those cards. Like,
Look, Barry's so quiet. Barry's like, I don't write shit now. I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about.
He's like, I'm gonna figure it out.
Dude, I take a picture of the snakes breeding, and then I take a picture of the mom on the eggs, and then I take a picture of the eggs, and then I look at pictures and I go, "Is this the egg box? All right, how many eggs is that? Which eggs is it?" But I only have 20 clutches a year as opposed to you guys. I can remember.
So you don't even
most
write them
of
on the
it.
egg box or nothing?
No, it's all pretty much. It's in
would
order
drive
of
me
how
crazy.
I put it in there, and I put everything on Facebook, so like clutch number 1 and shit, so you can figure it out. But like, but I did get a label maker that makes like a big label, because when Billy Rice bought out Jason's collection, he sent down these put the little plastic envelope thing on the tub and sent down these labels for him to put in there and shit. And so I've got a thing that can print out QR codes with, you know, the ID and whatever you want to put on there, and you could put it into a 3x5 slot on the front of a tub. So I just haven't got around to it yet, but I'm trying to organize. But I don't know.
Any year now. Any year you're going to get started.
I'm saying, do
And
you
here-
have some labels yet or no?
I do have some printed, just like label maker labels that I put
Okay.
on the racks themselves. Like it's probably 75% of them are like that, but that's a pain in the butt. And then I found that the damn label maker team was pulling some of the powder coating off the ARS racks because they're so great they rust from the inside out. I'm like, this is fucking shit, too.
I just put it directly in the tub. But yeah, I remember
That's
last
what
time
I'm
we
doing
had
now.
no labels on nothing.
No, it's all memory. It's a lot of memory. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure
I
Justin
have the
came out
sleeves on
going, I'm
mine.
going to give this guy money for something.
It's like,
I keep sleeves on mine, the small one, like a business card size.
That's
so
what
I
I
put
bought. I
snake
bought
is,
the sleeves and the card. Yeah,
and then
business
these are
card
the
size.
clutch cards. But these clutch cards, they stay with the snake because this one is
So
laid say, twice. And then
Yeah.
I usually just write on the bottom, laid 5 eggs, 5, 24, 25.
Like I don't keep track of all that. I don't know.
yes, I keep
But-
track of that.
When, I don't know when they ovulated. I just
Rhythm
know
maker
like
tape.
that one's gonna lay soon and shit like
I
that.
put
You don't
that
mark
on
shed
the
dates or
actual
anything?
sales card.
Steve, pull
Yeah.
that out. Pull that clutch
Which one?
card out. Any of them. I mean, I got you on the big screen just to
Pull
show
it
it.
Pull out one of
You just had
your
one
name
out.
brand ones. Yeah.
One of those fancy ones.
Yeah, the fancy one. There you go. That's nice. I wanted to get something personalized. I just didn't know how.
Well, that's, you know me. That's
Yeah.
for eggs.
Yeah, I'll have
They work
to.
out
So
really
those are
good.
business. You had those made business card size. I'll have to get those. with
No,
my
these are
logo on
bigger.
them.
These are actually like
No, those
a little
are
bit bigger.
3x5.
These are like what are they,
Like an index
cards?
card.
Yeah. But they have index
Mine
card
are
sleeves.
I'm actually trying to cut down at least 25% of my collection, and then I'm gonna put all those labels and shit.
25% of your collection, you got like 50 snakes.
It's still too many now, dude. I got like 120 or something. I need to. It's too many for that little room and my amount of effort I have after work and shit. I need to cut down. It's just what projects do I need?
Yeah, I'm down to
concentrate?
70 actually.
Oh wow.
I would love to have 70 snakes. I used to be about 70 snakes. I kept a lot back last year.
It makes the holdback game very difficult though. Really tough choices.
I bet.
Oh, how about cutting adults? That's what I normally do, but people don't wholesale buy adults anymore, so it's kind of hard.
I would sell off your heads first. The stuff you have double visual and visual for. Just get rid of that kind of stuff. Like
Yeah,
a lot
but
of my triple heads are going to go after this season.
I
You're not gonna get anything
honestly,
for it though.
Steve,
No,
honestly
but I need the
sold
room.
most. Steve, I sold most of the double visuals and shit because they were worth money, so I kept the heads because they weren't worth a whole lot. So I have more heads than visuals than people think, which kills
My goal
my
is to get
odds.
rid of my
It
heads
kills
and
my
just have more
odds,
visual
but-
and double visual.
Well, that's my new goal. I'm on the hoarding stage again.
You have potential
always
buyers.
hoard.
hoard.
Very, look at
It
that.
goes
You have
hoard and
potential
then
buyers.
sell.
A few years
What?
ago, I was holding back about 160 snakes a year.
Yeah.
Holding back.
Wow, that
That was
too many.
bigger than
Wow,
some
that's
people's
a lot.
collections. Yeah, yeah.
Bigger than mine.
This last
Bigger than
season, I
mine.
still had like 90.
But once
So-
you get filled up, then you got to move 150 adults a year.
Exactly.
What about the season
Exactly.
before? I'm just
That
moving
was-
the ones from the season before in here. They were pushing 1,100 grams and still in a V18.
Dale, that's where I'm stuck at right now. Is it was easy.
That's
to
where
move
I'm
adults.
stuck at too.
It
I
was
have
easy to move adults.
I have
Now
a
it's
bunch
not.
of stuff that I'm like on the fence. Like I need to let this stuff probably go. It's like, but it's what do you let go?
And who's gonna take it?
I think it's not so much as who's going to take it or what you're going to get for it. It's more like it just has to go because you need the room. You
What-
got to move something
what-
better into that spot.
Justin, more hypos? You need some more hypos?
Yeah. I love the fucking hypo shit.
I'll take some of the hypos back I sold you.
Yeah, I love them. I got some of the hypos that you sold him.
I know. I should have never sold them. I think that's
They're
one of the
great.
recessives I have the least of, and I like.
I
the
love
most.
them fucking hypos. You kidding me? I'll take them.
Hypos are awesome, dude.
Yeah, he posted that
the
picture of the
things
hidden
you
G
can do
Roma
with it.
hypo that I sold
Yeah,
him.
that
And I'm like,
thing's
why the
really
fuck did I
pretty.
sell that thing? What else
You
did I
want it
sell
back?
that was hypo?
You want the hidden G Mama back? Once she lays these hurricane paint,
I got
cakes,
one
you
that's
can
getting
have
ready
it.
to lay.
I heard that jean's about to blow up, Barry. You might want to keep it.
I've
I
got
have a
enough
hidden G
Hidden
Woma
Mama now.
chocolate, double head hypo. No, I have a hidden G Woma chocolate hypo het desert ghost that's getting ready to drop eggs in the next 2 weeks. She was.
Barry,
bred-
yes.
I got eggs from that cinnamon
You're ready to
hypo
buy
that
your snakes, Barry.
Steve
What's
sold
that?
you. I
You
got
got some
eggs from the
people in the
cinnamon
chat
hypo
ready to
that
buy your
Steve sold
snakes.
you.
The
and
one
you
I
sold me.
can't sell is breeding right now, but it's probably 3,500, 4,000 grams. The black pastel hypo. She gives me like 11 eggs.
That's
Goes
still
constantly.
That's still a really
Okay.
nice hypo to have.
That's such
It
a
is.
pretty combo though.
It is.
I got
Honestly,
I got a clutch from the Black Pastel double hat hypo puzzle girl today.
Nice.
So same pairing as last year, OD
The
hypo
OD.
puzzle, because I didn't have
Yeah.
a different male I could use really.
No, that's still good if you hit it again, you know.
that
Yeah.
mail I got from you like 4 years ago. Orange Dream, Enchi, Fire, Calico, Hypo.
Yeah, that guy's
I'm still
cool.
using it to this day because it makes such
Oh, yeah,
beautiful snakes.
Yeah.
I probably
those are-
could have put that on that blackhead
Those are the best like show snakes.
or black pastel.
Beautiful.
Steve, that giant black pastel hypo's asking for that super vanilla hurricane paint.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
What
Jeremy's undercutting you, Steve.
Why?
what like
Well, it came back hurricane. That was pretty nice. I was really happy about that. I'm glad it didn't come back yellow belly.
I
Super-
think the hurricane's a better option than the yellow belly with the paint.
Yeah, Travis, he messaged me the other day and he said he did it in a private message. It was in the paint because I showed it in the paint group. And then Travis messaged me a little bit later. He said, did you have that shed tested? And I said, yeah. And it came back positive and negative for yellow belly. Because he said it kind of looks different with different genes. Like red stripe totally changes the picture.
Yeah,
Red stripe's nice in it. I like
Here.
that.
I'll send a picture to Jeremy, see if he can get it up there.
Well, you had it shed tested for paint as well, or just the hurricane?
No. I just had it shed
It
tested
is
for
a paint.
hurricane and yellow belly. Because those were the two that he was unsure if it was.
Yeah.
Steve, what were those other pictures you sent me where they're locked? The hypo and the others.
That's a redhead.
Oh, that was earlier then? Okay.
Yeah, that was earlier when we were talking about
missed
redhead.
that.
We're past that now.
Yeah.
Where is that snake? Why can't I find it? I got picture. I'll send you the ad picture. That's easier because I know I screenshotted that the other day. Somewhere.
And we're doing a hard 9 o'clock end, but we can hang out backstage for a little bit if you guys are good with that.
That's
Screw
cool.
you.
Yeah, fine.
Get that picture, Jeremy?
A hard end.
Yeah, I did.
Jeremy's doing a hard end, but we'll
Now, Jeremy, you didn't.
No,
have a
we
meeting
need
time, and I'm
to
curious.
do a 2-hour limit. We can't.
Jeremy,
just drag
your
it 2
current collection
hours.
size is what? And are you having do you have the same dilemma as these guys, where like some of your adults need to move and you need to figure out which ones, or?
I do that daily.
They don't need to move, but I do need to get rid of some stuff just because they're like double or triple het things that
can I
I'm not planning on breeding anymore, so.
Can
Are
I
any of
answer
them,
that?
but
But I
Jeremy's
have
got
space.
a
I don't
Jeremy,
have to move them.
Pos tornado.
Are any of them het or pos het tornado?
Yes, pos tornadoes.
About 50 of them, yeah. All right, hang on.
Where you
let
at,
me,
Justin?
I don't. But my soda's gone.
Well,
I
go
was eating
refill it. You
I was
slack
eating soda
ass.
the whole time.
Did you get that
Where's your,
picture, Jeremy?
where's your umbrella? You need a little
He's
umbrella.
got the healthiest liver.
Yeah, I'm working on it,
Drink.
Steve.
No, it's just soda.
Hang on.
Okay. It's
see,
just soda.
It's a Coke Zero specifically.
This is
Oh
why you don't hang out
God,
with
it's
redheads.
not even good soda. Coke Zero, you got a taste.
Actually,
Coke
you
Zero?
had pictures
Ugh.
that you.
Yeah, I don't drink sugar. Hell no.
You got to
No?
drink. Have you tried?
You don't
Coke
drink
90?
energy drinks?
Oh yeah, but there's no sugar in them.
there
Have you
go.
tried
Well,
Coke
they're
That
all
is a nice
sugar.
looking
What are you
animal,
talking
though.
about?
No, there's zero sugar. I
No,
don't drink
Steve,
Red Bulls.
that's a great paint to get, man. I
That's
like
a super vanilla, super vanilla
Red
red stripe hurricane paint.
Super vanilla. There we go, vanilla again.
Super vanilla. I'm telling
There's
you.
nothing wrong with vanilla. It brightens up the
Vanilla
snake,
was
but it doesn't
always
make a
great.
white one.
It was always the best of the complex because the super is the best. Because the super.
I got a bunch of vanillas from you, Barry.
I remember
you were at
those. You
that
still have
Tampa
those?
Repticon.
Yeah.
You were dumping them. They just laid eggs, and you were like, "Take all three
You
of them."
were
And I was like, "Oh, yeah."
I sold
Steve-
my whole
Steve sounded
collection
like
except
Farrakhan.
3 snakes at that show. I sold my whole collection except it was one. I kept 1.3 snakes. I sold my whole collection at that point. That was 2014, 2015-ish.
You guys hear Steve sounding like Farrakhan? He
Farrakhan.
don't want no more. He just said he don't want no more whites. That's what he said. No more white
Oh,
snakes.
come on. No, I said it doesn't make a white snake. There's nothing wrong with white snakes if you want to sell them for pets, but for breeding purposes, actually, I only owned one bell. I got it from David Levingston, but it's a Cypress honey,
Yeah.
lesser.
Wait, how's that? Cypress honey lesser. Okay, I'm like,
Yeah.
Tech clown.
Oh, okay.
It's fun
So-
fact. I actually purposely made my first bells ever last year.
What were they?
Really?
What were the two? What were the two lesser? Or what were the two bell genes?
Oh my fucking god! They're all like, well, they're all
Special.
they're all het clown, and they're like
I made
Mojave,
some of those last year.
Cypress, Banana, Blackhead, Mojave, GHI, het clown, Blue Eyed Lucy. I don't know. Sold for $300.
So
I made a
Super
bell
Mojaves
clown.
then?
Made lots of bells.
I've made
You make a bell
0.
clown?
I've only made ivories.
I've only ever made one bell. That's it.
Really?
I made a few in the past.
It's not that I'm
I made,
avoiding it. It's not that I'm avoiding it, but I've only ever made one.
Dude, I remember spending $2,500 on an Enchi lesser going, this thing is the future. Because that was a badass looking snake. But
My first,
Look
my
at
What year
first
was
bell,
that, Barry? What year
my
was
first
that,
bell
Barry?
that I bought was a
Oh,
male,
I
and it
don't
was
know.
$1,000.
I remember we spent On a lesser leopard, it was $1,400.
It was probably like 2012 when I bought an Inchy lesser for $2,500.
Now, Dale, when did you buy your first ball python?
I don't know.
Most people don't remember you with your long hair, but I was guessing somewhere around 28 AD when you were walking around Damascus.
Hey,
he brought the first. He discovered the first ball python.
Yeah, he helped bring him to the States.
He was like, fuck turning water into wine. I'm gonna turn this ball python into a
Her ball
GHI
pythons and the
yellow-bellied
colors.
Yeah.
He brought him to the States early on when he was helping them write the Book of Mormon. He came over with some.
It's true.
The
He
Book
said,
of
"I'm
Mormon.
gonna do that
Book of
Kiki
Mormon
stuff."
Yes. He brought over the first ingredients to make the Kiki.
Yeah, that's it.
Little did he
Turning water
know it would be
into
called
IPA.
Kiki. All these years later.
Y'all are killing me.
Whatever happened to the patternless?
So what?
With the what?
The
Patternless
patternless,
patternless
ball
snake?
python.
That
Nobody
was
works
recessive, wasn't it?
It's
Nobody
basically a G stripe with no stripe, but
Yeah.
VPI made
it. Nobody works it.
Seth Custer, I think, worked it for a while.
Yeah, DD had quite a bit of them.
But I mean, that's one of those. It's the same thing with the bell, though. You're going to change the color, but by the nature of what it is, what are you doing with it?
You're not going to do anything else with it.
It's still kind of cool, but I'm basically working tri-stripes that are patternless except for a black stripe. So
I mean, it is kind of cool. Could you imagine a patternless Ultramel Sunset?
Yeah,
Fucking
something
the
like
orange
that.
fucking snake.
Yeah, just an orange-colored animal.
All jokes
Like,
aside, just as an experiment, not because I don't know if it'll look cool or not, but what does a patternless monsoon look like?
A monsoon with no pattern.
But I'm saying, if monsoon is so strong, would it be?
What does a
Gray,
that's
a gray
like
bell.
patternless Desert Ghost Exanthic look like?
That's what I'm saying. That would look cool.
Yeah.
I think that
Is it-
would look really cool.
Is it kind of like a scaleless?
No.
No,
No,
it's just pattern. It has no
It's
pattern.
like a genetic stripe. It's a brown
It's
snake.
called,
It's
like,
a
brown
genetic
snake,
stripe
yeah.
It's a
with
G
no
stripe
no
with
stripe.
no stripe.
Yeah,
Huh.
it is literally just a brown snake.
It was TSK, I think, right?
I wouldn't doubt if
Yeah,
they
had
had
it.
an allele. I wouldn't doubt if G stripes and patternless work together somehow.
I bet you're right. But it was
I
TSK
think like
that
a
had it,
super
right?
OD Ultramel patternless would probably be, or like add yellow bell in there. I think would be bright orange.
It'd be neat to
Like your
just
Red Bull.
Miguel, making something
There you go.
make something patternless that's
No
not white
sunset
snake,
with
basically.
Or black. That's the thing is, don't make it all black or an all white. But what can it look? What can we do with the pattern?
Color. What kind of color? Yeah.
Yeah. How orange? How yellow? How crazy can we make these staying with a color?
So, oh.
You know why it's not popular? You know why it's not popular? Because it doesn't work with clown.
No, you wouldn't be able to tell the clown.
That's exactly why it doesn't have a life.
Hide, I bet would be cool.
What?
You would
I
think
would
it'd be a
probably
pet
do it.
snake.
Hide?
It would sell well as a pet snake, though. Like a
It probably
bell.
would. I mean, I didn't see anyone do anything with it. I've never seen a combo. I've just seen here's a pattern.
Xanthic would be cool just on its own.
I think it is neat on its own. I wanted some at one time, then they disappeared, and then the DD Exotics had some.
So yeah,
out
Lowe
of
says that
nowhere.
there's a guy in Morph Market who has a patternless project for sale.
Is it DD Exotics? Because it probably is.
There you go, Barry. You can add it to your 90 square feet.
I have too many projects.
You guys see like that guy breeding a lot of the burn balls inside those cages?
Oh yeah, those like.
Have you seen those
wooden-
videos?
Is that the guy overseas?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he puts
you
in like
take-
multiple males. Like he doesn't know who the dad's going to be on some of these things. But is there a huge market for those things? Because it seems like he's breeding a lot of them.
Well, it's going to be a
I've been
ball
hearing a lot
python
of
that
people
eats
talking
and
about
gets
him a lot
big
lately
and,
on these
and
podcasts.
Is he?
What's
a
that?
Okay.
worm that's tame.
But we can't
I
own
don't
them in
know.
Florida, can we?
No.
No, we can't have them. We're fucked.
Legally, no. The only ones I've really seen are the ones overseas. They're awesome looking, and I think they'd be a great pet. to,
I'm with
but-
Barry. I think there's a market, or at least we should be establishing a market for not burn balls, but what is it,
Angry
Barry?
balls.
Angry balls.
Angry balls.
Angries.
Those would be cool
Dude.
too.
Dude, Angries with all the pattern morphs we have. and
Oh, it would be
pattern
so
morphs,
crazy. So they'd be patterned and textured. How crazy is that?
It would be like breeding a new pattern morph into ball python and breeding the eating gene into ball.
Yeah.
Well, I tried to do what is the Angolan one called?
Angry.
ball.
The angry. That's what we're
That's
talking
angry.
about. Angry ball.
I thought that was the blood one.
Monster
What's the blood
ball
one?
is Monster ball is the blood
Is it?
python.
Blood
ball.
python.
And
So I thought angry was.
No,
No.
Woma ball. I don't know if it has a fancy name or not.
Which one? The
Didn't,
Woma?
Yeah. I
The
don't know if
Woma's
it has
called a wall.
A wall, yeah. That was kind of gay.
I had one. Craziest snake I've ever had in my entire life.
I don't see how they. I don't even see how
and that
those
thing was a puppy compared to the wall. The wall was.
I don't
that
see
crazy.
how they hybridize.
That thing would jump out of the
Didn't,
tub and try to bite my ass.
Joe
Literally
Kenny
full
make
body
angry
launched
balls or
out of the tub.
something?
Yeah, Joe Kenny had a few angry balls last year. The other year.
Yeah. I think we
Yeah.
got them from Kenny Aponte.
Yeah.
I tried to make those.
They were nasty.
And I could never make them. I could never get anything to happen. Try multiple times.
I think you have to use a male Angolan.
That's what I was used. I had a male Angolan, and for whatever reason, I could never get them to lock. I've tried multiple different females.
Really?
The male was huge. I just never had.
Did
luck.
you try playing Barry White in the snake room? See if that helps.
I didn't do that. I also tried making walls too, but I had a female Woma, so maybe you need a male Woma. I don't know.
Is that the one where they say you have to have a few males inside at the same time with one female
No, that's the
to get them going?
No, that's
Or is that
the,
something
That's the
different?
burn ball thing, right?
No, I don't think that's the burn ball. That's whatchamacallit.
Bolins are like that.
Bolins,
You need
yeah,
a couple-
Bolins.
You need multiple males.
Bolins,
Supposedly.
you need multiple males to get them to go full. At least from what I've heard.
You need
That's
multiple
what I
males,
heard.
or would do we think the sperm plug trick would work, or if you scented the female?
No,
No,
they say you
they
need
need to
multiple
fight.
actual males.
Jason's got like 2.4 or something, and he's
I
talked
think
to
they
all
even-
the people who breed them, and that's what a few of them said. You got to just try. It's more important to have more males than females to get it done.
But I think they even do like They do like a almost like a
An orgy, basically.
yes, like two
I think they do
females and
multiple
four males.
males.
Or
Running
They
a
something.
sword
trade.
fight. What you're saying, Dale, is they sword fight to decide who's.
Yeah,
gonna
but
be
there's
the
usually
female.
I think they usually put another female in there too. Like there's usually more than one female as well.
So what I heard, I
I
could
don't
be
know.
wrong.
We're gonna let Jason figure that out for us.
I heard it was like four males, one female, and basically males fight, and like the most dominant male is the one that wins. That's the one that ends up breeding.
That's got to be a big tub, because like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna stick.
Yeah,
a
It's, it's a full enclosure.
Where
I
do the
don't know
loser
that you
males
need
go?
4, but I feel like 2 or 3 males to a female might get it done.
Steve, don't try this. Steve's gonna have that thing where like he ends up where the female's just in a corner and somehow 2 males have locked.
At the same time. One hemipeenie each inside there.
He's gonna have the first Bolins where it identifies where its pronouns are she and her.
And one of them's gonna have
I'll tell you
one of
guys
them's gonna
what.
have bigger titties in their head.
Hey Dale, real question: how big is this Argentine boa gonna get, and how fast? Because I fed this thing maintenance feeding like a mouse a week, and
You have
it is doubled in
you have
size.
Jason's?
No, I got a T positive in Tinley.
I remember
Oh, yeah.
from Tinley. Yeah, you
Yeah,
bought it from
yeah.
Tinley. Yeah.
March was it October?
I mean, I don't.
October.
How big is
10th.
it going to get?
No, how fast is this thing gonna grow?
It depends on how you feed it.
He's
but-
maintenance feeding it and it's
I'm
growing.
trying to maintenance feed it because I have boa, red tail guy friends, and they're like, people overfeed boas and all this. So I'm
They
trying to
do.
maintenance
Yeah,
feed
you
it,
don't.
but it's,
I didn't.
it's
I
growing
didn't feed
fast
mine.
still.
They grow. They definitely grow. I mean, it's a bigger boa, so it's going to grow quicker than a smaller boa.
Well, definitely. Like how big?
When
is
it's
an
a
Argentine
baby,
kid?
obviously
12?
you want to feed it more. But once it gets to an adult, I mean,
He said he's feeding a mouse a week, and it's growing.
Yeah, this thing was hatchling boa size, and now it's probably like 2.5 feet long at least. And it's
On a
been
mouse a
since
week.
It's been since
it'll
October,
slow. It'll
so it's
slow
not-
down once it gets a little bigger.
I open the
But-
tub and all the time, and I'm like, it's in a 10 series, and it's not gonna last in there very long. I'm already having to move it up.
They get pretty big. So
Yeah, and then I got a doom rolls, but I have a feeling that those grow slow.
Yeah, I don't.
So what are you going to keep it in when it's an adult? What are your plans?
I'm gonna buy like
have
a.
it
I'm gonna buy
displayed?
some. I want to buy some boa fowl like display cages. These are pets.
Oh, okay.
I don't really plan to breed boas. I don't even know how. I just wanted shit to
Yeah.
make me happy because it's 20 years of ball pythons and I'm kind of bored. So I'd like
Some boas are cool. I think I need to get a different male though, because my
and you
male
never
will
see a
not
T
breed.
positive. You never see a T
Dale, what
positive.
what
That
kind
was
of
a
mail are you
unique
looking
buy.
for?
I thought it was really
'Cause I'm
cool what
actually
you
thinking
got
about
there.
getting rid of one of my. So I have an IMG
No, I need
Ghost male.
I need a Argentine male.
Oh,
I
You
have
want
one.
you want
Right.
Jason's because he's fucking done.
I have one, but he
I
will
don't
not breed my female. I've raised the Argentines for the last 10 years.
Wow. I think Jason thought his female was going, and he was like, I haven't seen them lock, but she's getting bigger. She's not eating. And then I talked to him later, and he's like, well, she ate the other day, but she's still big.
I
And
know
then, like,
Jason's
I'm waiting, but
that one girl for
3-4 years now. At least,
no,
or
he's
5
had it
years,
for like
probably.
5 or 6 years now, I think.
Jeremy, put up the
She's-
last comment.
She's
And
beautiful.
he still hasn't gotten a letter from it either because
No.
I sent
Yeah,
my
'cause he
mail
used your
over
mail.
to him.
Go for it. Go for it. We'll take
Yeah.
free shirts.
Somebody finally recognized.
Yeah. Hey, we'll wear
We'll
your
rock it.
shirts.
Yeah, I sent my
gotta
mail
send 6
Argentine to
shirts.
Jason probably like 4 or 5 years ago,
I remember that.
and
I was
Nothing.
I had my hopes high this year because he really thought she was gonna go, and it's the most beautiful like max peak and high contrast, and I'm like that's. And
The
he's like, I
male.
want. Oh, the female he has is really nice. He's got a
the
nice.
female's
male.
not Max Pink though. The male is.
Well,
They're like
looks
a
max.
mauve. That's just their natural. They're
Yeah.
a dark, like almost like grayish black snake with like mauve undertones.
Well,
the
some
max-
are jet, but then you've got the ophiological blacks. They're just black and gray. So I mean, it's
I
a
don't
nice,
know.
That's
colorful contrast snake.
Mine are like your more standard. They're just. I
Yeah.
mean, they got like a mauvish undertone type color, like a pink inside of the gray to black color.
I don't know. The one Jason has is the most beautiful Argentine female I've seen, and I was hoping to get a baby from it, but I don't know if it's going to happen because I don't know how long boas take to do all their gestation.
Now, Barry, are Argentines the only locales that you're doing? Like, are you more?
I'm not
Well,
doing
Same,
anything.
same question for Dale too.
Yeah, I'm not breeding any boas. I wanted some stuff that I just always wanted, and an opportunity presented itself. I got a little kink on the end of the tail, and I got a $500 T positive Argentine female.
Yeah.
You can't find
Well, that's
that
me.
anymore.
I only have locales, but I do plan on breeding them.
And then I picked up a Dumerals female because I've always wanted one, and I haven't had one for 30 years. And
What do those
these are
go for?
These are pets. I paid $300. I bought one from Dennis. And
They're down
Scott.
right now. They Dumerals do this a
Oh,
lot.
okay.
They go high.
They're
Yeah.
making morphs though overseas. Have you
What's
seen
that?
those?
No,
They're
I
making
haven't.
morphs on the Dumerals. Yeah.
Dumerals? Is it different than just
Yeah,
albinos?
they're ahead.
I thought
They're ahead of
always
us.
the morphs are always albinos.
I've
A buddy of
always
mine was showing them today.
I've always liked boas. I look at the Bolivian silverbacks. I look at the Madagascar ground boas. I mean, I've always liked them.
Yes.
I've
Once you
never
get
been
into that-
successful
that
at
stuff
breeding.
that's a lot more advanced, I would say. Like a lot of that
I
stuff
just
you don't
want.
see.
I just want to. I'm trying to get back into the collecting and not just breeding.
Yeah, I agree.
And the Angolans are they'll work with ball pythons. They work on their own, but I always wanted Angolans, so I've got.
Now, Barry,
Angolans.
I've heard Angolans are much slower growers than ball pythons. Is that true? Like in your
Well, you're
experience?
not supposed to feed them like you feed ball pythons. Everyone
Almost
tells me
everything
they-
grows slower than a ball python.
They tell me
Angolans
don't-
make sense though because their natural habitat is way more dry, arid, and barren. They don't get the food sources like ball pythons.
Yeah, well,
do.
they say don't feed them too much or they'll regurgitate and things like that. So I just feed them like a little mouse a week, like typical.
I knew a couple
of
size.
girls
Don't
like
push
that.
them. They're gonna take extra years, I think. What?
I also heard that if you feed like boas too fast, that their brains and their organs grow faster than the rest of their body.
Everybody
I don't know how
tells
true that
me,
is, but that's
Fatty liver disease. Essentially, they end up with it does.
Boas will definitely get obese. And
Yeah, everyone
Like,
tells
in the
me
wild,
if it's
right?
not a Colombian, you cannot power feed it.
Yeah, I heard a lot of them, especially so my locale boas I like the dwarf species, so I have like Tara Mahara, Cocker K, and Crawl K, which are island and mountain boas, and they eat a lot of aviary species, which don't have a lot of fat and are opportunistic eaters because of where they are and ability to eat. So you can't power feed them just because they shut down on you. They just refuse to feed. They'll kill it, but you'll just wait 2 days and go in and you'll smell a dead rat.
I had a beautiful pair of hog islands when I was a teenager.
Oh, hog islands are so nice.
It's so hard to
I had-
find some
I
pure
had
hog
one.
islands anymore.
Yeah, but they're so nice.
Yeah.
Not a boa guy.
I had one and I fed it a meal and I grabbed the wrong rodent and threw it in the
They
tub
never liked me.
and it grabbed it and wrapped it.
Whenever
And
bit the
before I was
shit out
able
of
to
me.
like pull it out, it swallowed it and it ended up dying. It sucked.
Really?
Mm.
Yeah.
they can eat a pretty big meal. I mean, a regular boa, and then again, a ball python can't. And most of your animals can. It just really depends on the animal. But any of them you can overfeed. Even a ball python.
For sure.
You think they're supposed to look like that in the
No.
wild? I mean,
They're lean in the wild. And they're like 700
They're
grams.
probably skinny 90% of the year, and then they feed heavy. They lay a clutch, and they go back.
The rain season
They do the
comes,
same
and
thing
all
over
of
the
the
next year.
the rain season comes. The mammals breed, and then during that mammal breeding season, they build up enough body
They're
fat
not
to lay their eggs.
supposed to look like they do.
Well, that's what
That
Van
we have in our
Russo
tubs.
did when he
Our
was
snakes
doing
are
ball
spoiled, though.
pythons. He would cut them off of food for a few months during breeding season and stuff, just like he would do with the boas.
Yeah, like a lot of your guys, like boas. What's his name? Anyways, they like eight to 10 meals a year and breed.
Yep,
What's that? Boas?
boas.
All right, we're down to the.
Yeah, I
you guys do
feed
something
the
with ball
babies
pythons.
once a week, but
Mike
like my
Bell said that a long
adults.
time ago. He said, he was talking. We were at dinner one time in Orlando, and he was talking about how we overfeed ball pythons. He goes, once they get to full size, he goes, just feed them a decent sized meal. He says, I only feed my adults 12 times a year, if
Exactly.
that. That's maximum. He says, I feed them
Are you
one
talking
big meal,
about Adam?
decent sized meal once a month.
Yep.
That's
You
it.
talking about Adam?
No, this is Mike Bell back in the day.
Oh, Adam
Mm.
Tesla said the same thing to us one time. He goes, I feed him a big meal.
Yeah, he
once
gets
a
those big
month."
old jumbo frozen rats.
Yeah.
Big meal. They digest it. It takes them a couple weeks to digest that meal.
Yep.
They process it. They same thing again. And
I don't know.
I've
though,
gone
'cause
every
with
2
ball-
weeks.
With ball pythons, I've always noticed that they go off a feed for a decent amount of time, and then they eat the crap out of stuff, and then they
I don't-
cycle.
then they
Oh,
go
it's
into
not-
the cycle. And
Jeremy,
then-
Jeremy, do we still have that hard stop at 9? I was gonna say, do we have any final thoughts before we go off?
Yeah, we do. We can hang out backstage for a little bit though.
Well, I was saying
after,
for the
but,
chat,
yeah, if
is there
anybody
any-
has
Yeah.
any
Tornado.
last questions in the chat for anybody or anything or
Yeah, for those of you who are
If
in
not-
Florida, Lakeland Repticon is tomorrow, so if you're free, come stop by.
Are you vending?
will you be there, Miguel? You doing that? No.
I will be there, but I will not be vending.
Is Mike coming out? Big Mike?
Little Mike.
Little Mike.
So yeah, he even asked, is anyone doing the Lakeland show tomorrow? I don't believe anyone on the panel. Dale, right? No one's doing the Lakeland
No.
show. I'll be there on Sunday. You can stop by. I'll be there if you want. You can let me know, and I'll talk to you guys, whatever. But I'm more there for my other business, not as a ball python breeder.
I heard the last show was okay. Some people did pretty well.
So before we go off, before you cut us off, Jeremy, you other 5 who are doing the shows actively, when is your next show? When can people come see you next?
Orlando.
I'll be in Tampa.
Orlando.
Tampa's my next show.
No,
Orlando.
Orlando's first.
Yes.
Steve's not doing
May
Orlando.
29th is
He's gonna do
Orlando.
Orlando, no more.
Orlando.
Oh, he doesn't do Orlando anymore. Shit.
Yeah.
I
Orlando's
enjoy
I won't
it.
be doing anything until Siri.
Back-to-back weekend. I don't have enough snakes to do back-to-back weekends. I'm running low.
Yeah, I
That's a
don't
good
even
problem,
have
Steve.
He
babies
says the
yet.
guy with
I gotta start
130
producing shit.
clutches.
Jeremy, what's your next show?
Orlando, May 29th.
Orlando,
And then
May
Tampa after
29th.
that.
Stevie,
I
you
guess
try to
I'll-
get your tables
I
back.
guess I'll be hanging out with you guys in May.
There you go.
The only way I would come back is if I got my exact tables back, and that's
Well,
not going to happen.
Come on.
Just
No,
just-
because
I know,
I'll be
I
on the other
lost
side of the
tables
show.
this
It's not the
weekend.
same.
Well,
We were
isn't
all
there a
close.
guy on the
Justin was
panel
next
here
to
that
me,
kind of
Alan,
works for
and
that
George
company
were
that
next
can
to
make
me.
that
It was
happen?
just easier.
I just got.
Steve, say the word, and I'll get you two
again.
tables next to the food truck.
They offered me 2 tables. I didn't want 2 tables. I wanted
No,
4.
I offered you 2 tables, and you told me no.
Somebody new got 2 tables right across from Justin.
you might.
Yeah.
You never
Yeah,
know.
There's a new person next to me now too, because
There
I
was
have
like a
6 tables.
There was
and
like
then
a gecko
these
person
2
who got
tables.
new stuff right across from me.
Yeah, well, there's that person, but there's also a brand new person that has 2 tables next to me here, because I have the 6 here, and then someone has 2 tables here. Brand new,
Orlando,
never heard of it.
I don't like the back-to-back with Tampa and Orlando, and I don't like the
That's
December
back-to-back.
and January Orlando shows.
That is annoying.
Tampa's
They
always
should,
been
honestly,
better
they
in
should do
my
3
eyes.
shows a year, not 4.
It's bigger as
Remember
well.
there used to be
All
2
right,
It's
or
about the
1?
same for me.
Yeah.
Thank you all, Chad.
Shows
Thank
were
you
nuts
for
when you
joining.
used to have like 2 shows a year. 2 Tampa shows, they were packed. Everybody did well, but it's shit. 4 shows. There's no anticipation to go to a show. You know, there's
Yes.
another one right around the corner.
Oh shit! I got 3 shows in a row.
Back. It'll be back.
All
You
right,
got
so
3
I'm
shows
on-
again?
Yes,
Can you
I didn't
do
realize.
4
I just found out right now.
Jeremy's
I got Orlando.
locking us down. Jeremy's locking us down,
All right.
guys. So Pat,
Yeah.
thank you for coming.
All right, I had
See
to mute
everybody.
some people. All right, we're shutting it down. We can hang out backstage for a few minutes. But
Thanks,
the
everybody.
stream is ending. Yeah, thanks everybody for coming out, and we'll figure out the next time that we're doing this. Probably it backstage. See you guys soon.
All right.
Hang on. Why does this not work?